Finding those levels, too. Look at that four-punch combination.
It's a masterclass right now from Shakur Stevenson. That's what you're seeing. A masterclass. And Shakur meeting him with straight left hand.
Oh, and there's a knockdown scored with the left hand.
Right now, we're going to give him his just due. Shout out to my brother, Just Due.
Yo, you know the deal. We back again. We never slacking. Word 'em up. Ladies and guys, whether if you drunk or you high, it's time to pay respects to the illest man alive. If you think you got a point, he'll shrink you down to size. And from there it's downhill like a slinky or a slide. Open your eyes, got a deep connection with the rise, so you might see them jump in whenever they go live. Peep it, this channel blowing up now, it's not a secret. With tons of exclusive interviews to listen to. Them other channels I hate, but yo, they missing clues. They start narratives, sip the goose and twist the truth. It don't take a rocket scientist to get the proof. Just click the live at 4 p.m. Eastern time. But when you chime in, make sure you keep it kind. But if cowards want to debate, then it's feasting time. My man Just Do shine, busy all the time. Grind 24/7, 365. Videos he might have 365. My rhyme sick, they make you do a 365. You get a rich if you think you fit to survive. It's Just Do boxing, time to click the live. Ain't no beginners, if you soft, you ain't down to ride. I crush you, respect too, it's Just Do. He got the illest boxing show on the internet. The boy been a threat and he ain't even had dinner yet. Word 'em up. Yeah. You know what time it is. $4 p.m. Eastern. Click the link.
Do you foresee yourself being in, let's say, more thrilling fights as you get older?
Basically what you're saying is Floyd. Get beat up and get some black eyes, then get your hand raised.
No,
and then stoop to everybody else's level and be stupid.
When you get older, I'm saying, when you get older, do you think
there's nothing cool about taking punishment, getting beat up, getting bloody lips, and getting a check. It's the coolest thing I can do. I can dominate you, shut you out, and make crazy money, and go home and live with my family in a very, very comfortable and happy way. That's how I like to. That's how I like to do it.
Lifting weights and being strong doesn't win fights. Having great timing and being a very, very smart and intelligent fighter wins fights. I mean, I've been in there before with guys that was a lot bigger and probably hit a lot harder and a lot stronger. But Floyd Mayweather always has the remedy.
Okay. Well, 37 opponents had a heart, and all of them came up short.
Speed kills, I guess, right? Watching you in person is a lot faster than on TV, man. How important is speed?
Well, it's not really. It's not about speed. It's about smarts. It's about smarts, and it's about not getting hit that much.
Baldamir's a big guy. What are you going to do to offset the size difference?
It's not by size. Skills pays the bill at the end of the day. It's about being smart, and the smarter fighter is going to win. Most guys I don't beat them with speed and power. I beat them with smarts. I'll think about it. It's more up here than.
Bring the truth or tell on your ass what you're doing or what you're not doing every single time. You can lie, you can bullshit and all that, but when that bell ring, if you ain't put that work in, it's gonna show, bro. It's gonna show. Not to mention y'all in a sport that can cost you your life. Literally, you can die in this shit. So if that's the case, man, if you're gonna do this, don't bullshit with it. If you don't really want it, say to yourself, keep it real with yourself. I really don't want this shit. I can't put the work in that it requires. Walk away. Ain't nobody mad at you. Go out there, you're young enough, you go get educated, get a skill, do something, man. But don't play with this, man. You can get killed in this shit, man.
What's good, boxing family? How y'all feeling today? On this good Wednesday, man, we back. We missed the day, but we gonna make up for it. Y'all know how we do. It's a lot to talk about. It's a lot going on in the world of boxing, man. 154 is on fire right now, man. 154 is on fire. I think that's the talk of the boxing streets right now. Junior middleweight, man. I knew it. I knew this was going to turn into one of these, glory type divisions right now. They got way too much talent at 54. And you got that trick bag of a cheat code in Fundora. And it's a lot of people that feel like he ain't going to be beat. You know, he got the one loss, but since then, he's only gotten better. More experience, gotten better, more wins, and he's just tougher to beat. But, it was a discussion going on about who could beat him and if Boots is the guy. It's a lot of talk, man. Some people feel like Boots could win. Some people feel like Fundora is going to win. One of those people being Terence Crawford, man. Terence Crawford made his pick on who he think could win this fight. He say he don't think nobody beats Fundora right now. And look, I get it, man. I get it. But I still think Boots is just far different than the rest of those guys at 54. The jury is still out to a degree whether he's as good as what people feel like he's advertised so far, or is he just some hype? I don't think so. And I feel like we're going to get more clarity when this fight come in June between him and Xander. Xander is as confident as a young champion could be. I believe he only 23 years old. Boots like 28, something like that. So a little bit of age gap there, not nothing too crazy, but Xander it was adamant. He pushed for this fight. This is the one he wanted. When the Virgil Ortiz situation fell out for Boots, Xander jumped all over this. And I feel like those are the type of fighters you need to champion. Whether he win or lose, I think he deserved to be celebrated come June because he doing what a lot of people are not doing right now. And I don't care what nobody say. I've been paying attention. Well, nobody is adamant about fighting Boots is Xander Zayas. I've never seen it. And that actually made the fight. So I got to respect this kid. Not only was he adamant, he's confident. And, he did a little short interview. We're going to get to all that. That's a lot we're going to get to. He said he's going to rip Boots' heart out, man. I love the way he talking. That's pure confidence. Nobody should be mad at him. We should embrace it. You shouldn't be in the ring if you're not as confident as what Xander is right now that he could win. And look, he got a hell of a skill set. He can box. He's well-rounded, man. He can handle himself in there. I don't think there's no mismatch, right? The way some people are building it up to be. I don't think so. You know what I mean? I think Xander is somebody that, has pedigree as well. He could fight. He know what he's doing in the boxing ring, man. So I don't expect this fight to be easy for Boots, but I'm pretty sure Boots don't expect it, right? But hey, man, Boots said, look, man, he was like, man, he gonna handle this kid, man. You get me? He said, this is like Xander, a little boy to me, man. He going little boy Xander. So you're gonna have to show us, man. This could be Boots coming out party or Xander's, man. These are the fights that we really need to get behind, and I think everybody could enjoy it. Like, take my money already. You get me? I'm with it. Pay-per-view it up. I'm cool. I'm cool. Let me say what's good to the fam real quick, man. We're going to get to all of this. It's a lot to get to. CJ, my dog, was goody. Ramon, was good with it, fam. Yeah, double tap the screen. Hit the like button. Sub to the channel. Support the bill. LL, what it do, Marcus? My dog was good. Mine, George in the building. ASAP. Little dog. I love the way Xander talking. Bleeds was good with it. Holding me crack. It has already. Remember, Lubin dropped them. And you get me? Hey, Mon George, I don't see this unbeatable guy that they see. I don't know why they tripping, but I see a guy that's going to be really, really hard to deal with. But, you're going to have to be a special kind of somebody to deal with him. And I think Boots could be that guy. He could be. You know what I mean? But I see too busy working to go see the champ. Damn, shout out to CJ. Don't work too hard. Band up. What's good with it, homie? How you feeling? Yeah, man. So look, I like it. 154 is it. You got Charlo on the sidelines. Charlo saying, you know, he's Charlo like F the whole world. You know what I mean? Charlo said F everybody. You get me? Charlo said F everybody.
I ain't worried about none of them. Fuck Earl Spence, fuck Zion, and fuck Boots, fuck all y'all 154.
Hey, you're out.
Ortiz, any of I run Texas, dummy. I run Texas, dummy.
Yeah, man, I'm sorry, bro. I don't know about y'all, but Charlo is always going to be funny to me. I don't know who Xander is, but I'm still trying to figure out who Xander was, but we're going to stall him out, man, because he might have been tipsy. Bro just spazzed out for no reason. That's why I tell you need Charlo back. The only problem is I wish he was active and talking like that because people would respect it more. With the inactivity, you know, people just look at it as he on the sideline and he barking, but that's not what's going on. You know what I'm saying? That's not what's going on. You give me I think something needs to be said about PBC and their fighters, man. You see a lot of times dudes lose. It'd be some of their biggest talent, best talents, biggest stars, and they'll lose and then be on the sideline for an extended period of time. If people listen outside of all the barking he was doing, he was saying something of substance. He said, yo, I've been constantly asking to get back. You get what I'm saying? He done been on vocal, he's been on social media, and I know it's not all up to him. So he in a situation where he kind of got to get in where he fit in. You didn't officially lose your belts in the ring to nobody, but we know what it was. The Canelo fight, you got stripped of a belt, and then one by one, they just dispersed. So now you gotta, I ain't saying get to the back of the bus, Charlo, but you gotta find a fight that's gonna get you back where you need to be. Because other than that, you're just gonna be on the sideline barking, and people ain't gonna have no reason to fight you. You know what I'm saying? Let's go Zayas beat the Philly hype job. Don Rhodes said, yeah, hype job. I don't think so, man. Even if Xander was the win, I don't think that would suggest that Boots is hype, but maybe he wouldn't be as good as what some thought. And I would be able to have that conversation. I'd be willing to have that, but I don't know, man. I don't see hype when I see Boots, right? That's a really talented dude, man. I think you just watching him, you can see it now. It's not a lack of skill or talent there. It's a matter of putting it together, and then the mistakes that you do make, will they get you in trouble at the highest level, or will you still be successful how you always been? That's the question for Boots, and I think it's fair. It's a fair question because, you know, if you paid attention to his career, you know the biggest fights have eluded him for a number of different reasons. Not all his fault, not all politics, man. It's a combination of things, but at the end of the day, it's water under the bridge. He here now. And finally, he got to a division where you got hungry people willing to fight like a Xander Zayas. And he got something to offer. He not protecting his O. He not babysitting the straps. He said he going to rip Boots' heart out. And this made me want to see the fight that much more. Get what I'm saying? I like to see Boots speaking up, going back and forth, letting it be known, man, he about to dust this kid off because I want to see it. You know, look, I think Xander has all the talent in the world to make it a really good fight. But will he beat Boots is the question. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? The kind of athlete Boots is, man, he could really make things interesting in there, but we'll see. Jordan was good with it. King 1 was good. Virgil sent Boots 2 contract. Virgil would beat both. We ain't about to go backwards, man. Virgil ain't sent nothing. Virgil can't send no contracts, bro. Virgil ain't, and contracts don't just get sent. So you skipping steps, fam. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no contracts been sent. Offer was made to Boots while he was still down at 147. Since he got up to 54, no offer has been made to Gervonta, and there's no 2 contracts sent. You really don't know how boxing works because it don't go like that. His team did know. You don't know what you're talking about. I know this for a fact. They didn't send 2 contracts. My thing is, you don't send a contract before you send an offer. You got to know boxing, bro. I know you might be trying to be a distraction, but I gotta get you right because we don't just type dumb shit in the chat, bro. Like you talk some sense, right? They don't. Why would you send two contracts if he turned down the first one? Don't make sense. You send offers first. You don't send contracts before you send an offer, bro. You got to learn boxing. Now, like back to what I was saying. So anyway, they made an offer to him. Well, we all know that while he was down there at 47, Turkey Al-Sheikh was all in on the fight. Boots decided to stay there, fight Stan Jonas. So then, therefore, Turkey Al-Sheikh kind of got out on the Boots business, right? He didn't accept the offer. But like I said, and I was right. Once he got to 154, watch all of this change. He got to 54. He beat up Usman Lima. And then you see now, next thing you know, Virgil Ortiz went from facing off to talking about a dream fight with Errol Spence that the zone came out and publicly said they are not willing to pay for, but they still talking about dream fights and options that they got. Now the man is on the sideline. And if they were all in, let me find Buddy the door real quick, man. Cause let me call Buddy an Uber. I don't play I appreciate you, CJ. I don't play no disrespect. That's over with. It's over with. I'm saying I'm tired of y'all weird ass people, man. But you know what? Let me ignore it. Let's keep building anyway. So we all know offers don't. If you turn down an offer, nobody's sending a contract. Virgil Ortiz never sent no contract. The fact of the matter is, since Boots got up to 54, no offers been made. It been a bunch of talk. Them dudes was double talking. They was shaky. They wasn't consistent. They was making $10 million demands, talking about all these other options and dream fights and Texas Stadium, Jerry World, and everything but Boots. Now you suing Oscar De La Hoya because y'all wasn't on the same page. And it's clear as day. I don't need to be inside the room or on the phone with these guys to know that this situation, they clearly wasn't on the same page. If they was all in on fighting Boots, then that's the fight we would have been getting next instead of Boots and Xander. So miss me with all that duck talk. You sound stupid, man. You sound stupid. That's why boxing suck, because we got too many weird ass fans that just be running their mouth. Why would they still be trying to make a fight with Boots at the time of if he ducked? Did you hear Oscar De La Hoya say, yo, the reason the fight ain't happening is because Boots ducked him. He said he was trying to get Virgil the most money possible. That's why. And Virgil, obviously, in company, didn't like the way he was going about it. So he was unable to secure the fight. He was too focused on trying to one-up Eddie Hearn and make clapbacks and talk crazy in the media, and you wasn't really putting the focus where it needed to be, and that's making sure that your fighter got the biggest fight of his career with Jerron Boots Ennis, and it didn't happen. Shut up with all that duck talk, man. Y'all got to learn boxing. I don't care how many times you type something. It ain't going to make it true, bro. Contracts cost money, idiot. You know, by sitting up, spending money, sending contracts left and right with guys turning them down. If you're not accepting the offer, it ain't going to be no contract. Dumbasses, man. Dummies. No offer has been made to Boots Ennis at 54. Why? Because he went and made that demo on Lima like I told y'all he would. Now y'all sitting up trying to make excuses for Virgil Ortiz. He don't got a leg to stand on, bro. He don't got a pot to piss in or a window to throw it out. He's suing his promoter. His promoter is beefing with his manager. It's a mess over there. Ain't nothing good about what's going on over there with Golden Boy and Team Ortiz, bro. Ain't none of them on the same page. Pops ain't on the same page. Son ain't on the same page. Manager tripping. You get me? Oscar out here making clapbacks. Virgil Ortiz is on the verge of being shelved, and you out here talking about, yeah, Boots ducked him. Well, good luck. Boots ducked him, but he about to fight Xander. Good luck making that case. Good luck making a case that it's Boots that didn't want to fight when he went right from one fight to arguably just as good of a fight, because it's going to make him a two-belt unified champion if he win. Learn boxing, man. I told y'all this dude was different. So if you better than Boots, go in there and prove it. But I said this, when he got up to 154, pressure was going to be made. And already at the one little mixtape demo, he already about to be unified, because I do believe he beat Xander. I don't think it's going to be easy. I think this could be a real good fight. I think Xander could bring some smoke, but I think ultimately, man, Boots going to do what he do. I believe in his talent. If I'm wrong, y'all could be here. Y'all know I eat my crow with honey mustard and barbecue sauce. I'm cool with it. But I believe in this dude. I'm sick of people saying he hype. After he snatched these titles up off this kid, I don't want to hear nothing. I don't want to hear nothing. I don't want to hear it was too early. He was too young. None of that. Y'all talking crazy. Oh, he a hype job. All right. Well, Xander gonna have an opportunity to prove it. Y'all man Virgil had an opportunity to prove it, but because they couldn't get their business affairs in order, it ruined the fight. People are ignorant, man. Like you see people going back and forth negotiating, and then the fight don't get made. Yeah, well, Boots ducked them. That's why. The lawsuit tells you everything you need to know. If Virgil is happy and everything is on the up and up, the only fight for them is Boots. Them dudes really overplayed their hand, and now they're in disarray. It's dysfunction over there. They publicly going back and forth legally, right? Promoter going back and forth with the manager out in the promoter. And in all this time, this is what people need to know. All of those Boots duck people. Do you hear Virgil Ortiz manager said to Oscar directly publicly in all of this time that this has been going back and forth? We have never sat down and had one conversation. What does that tell you? You idiot. You really think Virgil Ortiz and Boots was going to happen when the guy that promotes Virgil and the guy that manages him never had a one single conversation? Really? Explain to me how that's going to work. Don't even make sense. People are clueless, man. Notice I didn't call Virgil Ortiz a duck because I know that's not what it is. They business ain't in order. How many times do you see guys go back and forth with promoters and then they get a big fight right after that? No, you go on the fucking sideline. You're suing them. There's no fight coming right now down the pipe immediately for Virgil. He's gonna be right on the sideline. There's gonna be Boots and Xander making a mark. Whoever wins that fight, he gonna be right on the sideline, bro. Y'all gotta start being smarter, man. Start learning boxing and understanding that everything is not about ducking. This is a prime example to learn and understand the sport. This is a perfect example. You can look at both fighters. You can look at Virgil's track record. You can see the last 3 fights, and you can see that he ain't scared to fight nobody. You can tell that Boots, ever since he fought Lima, it's been all Virgil. They've been 100% focused on him. Nothing else has came out. It got so bad that people said Eddie Hearn was felling Boots because he didn't have a plan B. He ain't getting him the Virgil fight. He should have had a plan B. Sound like Xander Zayas is a hell of a plan B to me. Get what I'm saying? So while they making moves, he's going to be on the sideline. He ain't getting no damn fight. Ain't nobody duck him. His manager has never even had a conversation with the promoter. And I'm going off of that because he said it publicly to Oscar. He tagged him and everything. He said, yo, we ain't never sat down and had a conversation about this. Or he just put it on his Instagram or something like that. You get what I'm saying? You're not going to get a fight like that. Not going to get it, man. Xander was speaking facts. Nah, I'm telling you, it's not that. Shout out to the Queen, Lisa. How you feeling? It's not that Virgil is the duck. Whenever you have turmoil with your team, it prohibits a fighter from getting in the ring. You get what I'm saying? You can't even see eye to eye. You get what I'm saying? Like it looked like Oscar wanted something else or was going about it a different way, but without speaking to the manager. How does that make sense? You're not even in communication with the fighter, bro. You tell me again how you about to make a fight with a fighter. Tell me what fight you ever known to be made without the promoter speaking to the fighter and or manager or both. When? How does it even get made? Who's doing the conversation? How do Virgil know how much he getting paid? Make it make sense. Stop being so simple-minded. Virgil's a real fighter. There's nothing in his track record that says duck. Nothing at all. And it's the same thing for Boots. The only thing you can criticize with Boots is maybe he ain't make up his mind fast enough because he threw out the ideal of going to 54, but then stuck around for another fight, right? But it was a unification, so we get it. We get it. Right after that, he went up. You get what I'm saying? And put full court press on Golden Boy and Team Ortiz. And if they was both playing chicken, Team Ortiz and Golden Boy made the first turn. They turned away first. Boots was trying to make the fight, and so much so that he went and made a big fight for himself right now. Shout out to Dre. This is crazy, man. Virgil dug Xander and Boots, and now Xander and Boots fighting. Yeah, and the thing is, yo, shout out to BVO. What's good with it? The thing is, bro, Cornelius, what's good with it, bro? Let's talk about it. What's good with it, man? Look, man, this fucking idiot, man. Y'all know I'm packing y'all up today. We talking real boxing, not fanboy shit. I'm not fanboy. You can't. Everything I'm saying is a fact. Everything I'm saying is factual. How often do you see a fight at all with any fighter if they're not on good terms, even speaking terms with their promoter? You've seen it all the time, bro. You've seen dudes go on a shelf for more than a year, 2 years. You've seen it with Mikey. You've seen it too many times, bro. You get what I'm saying? Bias would be trying to convince you that Virgil is a duck and Boots is this boogeyman. You dumb, silly ass kids, man. It's the conversation is that's surface level shit. People that sit up and talk duck talk, they don't know shit. That's why that's they go to. Oh yeah, well, you Boots, you ducked, Xander ducked, you Virgil ducked. Nobody ducked. Dummies, man. What offers and contracts has been out there for anybody to duck anybody? Virgil's not in position to duck. Why would he duck anybody? He just fought back to back top fighters, quality fighters. Why would he be scared to challenge Xander for 2 belts? Make that make sense. It's not about ducking, bro. That dude ain't scared to fight no damn Xander Zayas. Truth be told, and I'm trying to start. I like Xander, man. But Virgil is more proven than him. I don't give a damn about his belts. Why the hell would Virgil be ducking him and he fought better competition? Name me one person on Xander Zayas' resume that'll beat Virgil Ortiz. Not one of them. Not one of them. Not one of them. And he probably has smoked some of them dudes that Xander went the distance with. Low key, that fight not happening probably was a good thing in a way for Xander, but then not really because he had to go down another dark alley with Boots. So wherever he was going, it was going to be a tough fight. Xander wasn't no guaranteed win over no Virgil. Golden Boy, I'm pretty sure, was more than confident that Virgil Ortiz could beat Xander Zayas. It's a lot of people that still feel like he a little green. If you really following Xander, they tested him. He's tested to a degree. But some say he can still use some more experience, right? Some people say that. He's a product of being in the right place at the right time and making the right fights. You know what I'm saying? And making the most out of the opportunities. But now, what this fight proves is what Xander really is. Is Xander really the guy that people think he is? Or did he just happen to be in position to get these belts? We gonna find that out. But ain't none of these guys duck nobody, bro. Y'all just silly, man. Boxing don't work like that. Negotiations happen all the time. They fall out and fights don't get made. That don't mean somebody ducked somebody, right? You just seen it with Keyshawn and Richardson Hitchens briefly. You heard about them potentially trying to fight each other. What's the reason that fight didn't happen? Both guys wanted a certain amount of money, and neither guy was unable to get the amount of money they wanted. So guess what? The fight didn't happen. So you telling me Hitchens duck Keyshawn or Keyshawn duck Hitchens? You got to learn boxing, man. Get that surface level shit out of here, man. That's like for fanboys. Only fanboys want to convince you that it's a fighter out there that everybody is scared of. Bullshit. Virgil been fighting the fights to let you know he's not scared. Boots have made every move he's supposed to make to let you know he's trying to position himself to be in the position to make the big fights. And he literally got one coming up. So you telling me you duck Virgil to fight Xander for 2 belts. That makes sense, right? Y'all don't even know no fucking boxing. You can't accuse a guy of ducking one dude and then going to fight a champion. How you gonna duck a non-champion for a champion? Make it make sense, bro. If you're in Jerron in his shoes, especially, and you got Virgil and Golden Boy at odds, and that essentially what killed the fight. What killed the fight when the fight got killed, it was with Virgil, manager Rick, and Oscar De La Hoya going back and forth. That's what killed the fight. It was nothing on, Matchroom and Eddie Hearn and Team Ennis. Nothing they did stopped the fight from happening. That was all on the opposite side. Get what I'm saying? That's business and politics, man. That ain't even politics. That's just business. Messy business on Golden Boy's side, bro. Bro tried to big bro to chant Xander and tell you bringing those belts to my backyard to fight me. Ain't no champ doing that shit. Yeah. Shout out to William Old School. He said John Fury ducking. Yeah, I've been meaning we gotta get you that fight, Will. We gotta get you the John Fury fight. Y'all, everybody smash the like button, support the channel. Let's build, man. Let's talk real boxing, not surface level duck narratives, man. That shit is corny. That's for people that don't know shit. I'm telling you. Next big fight is Fundora and Xander. Now I don't know if he gonna master class Boots. We gonna see. We gonna see. I ain't mad at you for feeling that way. I like the fact that you say that because in boxing, anything can happen. Xander Zayas ain't no guaranteed win for Boots, right? No, nothing is guaranteed in boxing, right? You gotta go out there and prove it. So I respect Xander enough to say that he got a fair shot at winning the fight, you know, but I just believe in Boots more. You know what I'm saying? I feel like he's more of an athlete. I feel like he can do a bit more. I feel like Boots got more of a bag, and it's gonna show. Now, that's my opinion. I can be wrong. You know what I'm saying? But we're going to find out. I'm glad this fight is scheduled, is set. They got a date, venue, Barclays, June 27th. I can't wait to see it. And one mixtape Boots going to make a lot of y'all eat y'all words, bro. Y'all going to be eating y'all words with and one mixtape Boots. You could guarantee this. Guarantee you and one mixtape Boots going to make a lot of people eat their words, man. While Fundora manager put a roadblock and saying he only fight in the PBC stable. I don't know, but I doubt if that happens, bro. I doubt if that happens. I mean, sometimes that's what it is. I mean, think shit, where the belts would be at if Boots was he ain't on PBC, so that'd be stupid. If Boots win them belts, Fundora and Boots or whoever win out of Xander and Boots should be fighting Fundora, in my opinion. That'd be foolish not to make that fight. You know what I'm saying? It'd be stupid. But managers, the good thing is managers don't, it ain't the end all be all with them. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. He gonna shift the gears, bro. He is, bro. I have a feeling Xander bringing Bud Petty ass in for sparring based off his interview yesterday. We're gonna talk about it. We got some stuff to cover. We got some clips to get to. Let's get to it though, man. Let's get to it, man. Let's make it. Xander said he's gonna rip Boots' heart out. Let's hear what the young Xander Zayas say. I like him, man. I like his energy, like his attitude, and I like his confidence. And he can fight, he can box. Good boxer, he got really good legs, really good in and out movement, good fundamentals, good technique. Right? Some could argue that those are the areas where he might be a bit stronger than Boots in, right? But I think it's going to come down to discipline, too, in that ring. You know what I'm saying? Who's going to be more disciplined? And Boots has a tendency, because he, I think, is so athletic, to not be as disciplined as what he needs to be at certain points, right? I've seen that from him. But let's get to this, man. Xander is confident, man. As confident as a young champion could be, bro. Motown with a deuce. Let me get this up. Let's get to this, man. Yeah, man. Even very good smoke. He's only 23. Yeah, he could bounce. Well, shit. That's the bad thing, though. The wrong kind of Boots ass whooping hit different, man. That shit could change you. That's why I respect the hell out of him taking this challenge so early in his career. He taking a real risk. A real risk.
Great but world champ Sebastian Fundora.
He is taking a real risk going up against Boots. This young and pressing for it. So, you know what I mean? It's going to be a proving moment for Xander as well. Xander going to have to prove that he really want this shit. Oh, shit. My bad, y'all. I didn't mean to pull this up. Wrong one. Let me get this off here. My bad. I meant to delete that. Definitely going to be a proving moment. You know what I'm saying? He's going to have to show everybody what he made of, man. And same thing with Boots. Because, again, it's crazy. After all these wins, they still calling him hype. It's wild, but it is what it is. I think all that shit ends June 27th.
Manu Kakopian with The Ring. Pleasure to be joined by WBA and WBO junior middleweight champion Xander Zayas, who's getting ready to face Jaron Boots Ennis on June 27 at the Barclays Center in Brooklyn, New York. on the Zone pay-per-view.
Xander by decision.
Xander,
possible,
everyone
bro.
is already buzzing about this fight. How are you feeling, and why was it important for you to take the toughest test of your career at such an early stage?
Manu, thank you for the time. Thank you for being here. Man, this everybody, like you said, is buzzing. I feel like this is the biggest fight of 2026 thus far. And it was important for me because for me to say that I'm the best, I gotta face the best. And Gervonta is one of the best names in the division, you know, alongside other fighters and myself. So come June 27th, I will claim why I'm the best 154-pounder in the world.
And like you said, everyone is buzzing. Everyone's talking about it. Gervonta Ennis himself, he's giving you immense credit, and rightfully so, for taking this fight when you had the leverage to call the shots and choose any route you preferred.
Yeah.
At the age of 23, what does it speak to you? What does it speak for you as the fighter you are?
Man, I feel like a lot of people will love or love to be average in life. I wasn't born to be average. I was born to make history. I was born to keep writing history. I've been writing it since the day I was born. And this is no exception. This is the biggest name. This is the biggest test.
I love that energy.
And I'm gonna write history one more time. That's what it's all about. That's what you're in the sport or
I think
boxing
Boots
for.
can stop him too.
It's easy to just get complacent and just fight old names or old guys that were champion 3-4 years ago, or just fight an easy fight that you know you could win and get easy money. But when everything is on the line, when a lot of people is doubting you, that's when the stakes are high. That's when you got to perform, and that's where I perform at my best.
And it appears this fight was made without a hitch, fairly simple behind the scenes, which was a far different case than what Ennis experienced negotiating with Virgil. Why do you think that was the case, and what do you make of this?
Like you said, it was an easy negotiation. I feel like we both wanted to fight.
Listen up. Listen up.
Negotiating with Virgil.
Listen up to the question. Everybody in here, hit the like button. Hit the like button, bro. Or hit the dislike button. I don't care. Listen up for you Boots naysayers, right? The Boots naysayers. Comparing Xander to Karen is like the most idiotic thing you could do. That's so idiotic. They fight nothing alike. But back to what I was saying. Listen to what Xander is saying when it came time to negotiate with Boots. For people that say, oh, he hype or he don't want fights. Listen to what the fighter said.
Why do you think that was the case, and what do you make of this?
Like you said, it was an easy negotiation. I feel like we both wanted to fight. There are no buts. There's no what if. We both want to fight. Let's make it happen. The fans want it. Why not make it happen? With Virgil, well, I guess that happened every time there was a conversation of a big fight with him. He always wanted it too much of his way and never wanted to be, he didn't want to play the game. He didn't want to play the game. He only wanted to play his game, and that's why he never got a big fight. It was super easy. I feel like not just me, but the whole team, everybody behind the scenes, Jerome Boots and his team, they can tell you it was just fairly easy conversation. We both wanted it, and we both made it happen. That's what it comes down to. When both fighters want it, it's an easy conversation to have.
Shut up. Everybody pushing duck narratives across YouTube, and some of y'all content creators out there, y'all terrible, man. Y'all got too much influence to still be pushing a duck conversation in 2026. Easy conversation to have when two fighters want to fight. You morons. Damn, man. Y'all want so bad for grown men to be scared of each other. Anybody, and I mean it, from now on, anybody without the proof to back it, you come in here pushing that another grown man is scared to do what he trained to do every day. I'm gonna just assume you soft. There ain't no in between. I'm gonna assume you a soft dude. Get out of here, man. And listen again when he said Virgil. He could have easily just said in this conversation, when it came to Virgil, Virgil just didn't want it. He's ducking. Virgil's ducking me because he don't want to fight. Listen to what he's saying. He like Virgil didn't want to play the game. What he's speaking to, that's the business side. when you hear Virgil speak to Xander, he tried to little boy Xander. But the problem is you're more proven than Xander, but Xander has the belts. He's more accomplished. You're more proven. You fought better names, but he got the accomplishments. So y'all need each other. But Virgil, everything he's saying, he like, oh, well, you got to do it like this. And they was playing that A-side game. The same shit they did with Boots. And that's why I say your team is responsible for you getting and not getting fights. A lot of times they don't have shit to do with a fighter being scared, man. Your team matters in boxing. Your team really matters. So I won't even blame Oscar. I believe that he believes in Virgil. But his methods, to me, in my opinion, based on all the information that's out there, Oscar De La Hoya's methods is one of the sole purposes is why this fight ain't happening with Virgil or Xander. It's the way he go about it. He claimed that he A-side over a guy in Boots that sold out, right? You never sold out nowhere. You get what I'm saying? Xander, he's a unified champion. You're not going to be the A-side over him. So, again, Oscar De La Hoya, in my humble opinion, based on everything he said and put out there, these particular two fights didn't happen for Virgil because they were claiming A-side and the business wasn't right. They wasn't trying to come to the table to meet and be realistic. And then you got Oscar De La Hoya with the boot situation with Virgil. He ain't even talking to Virgil's manager about anything. So how could you then stage a fight when you're not in no communication with the fighter or the manager of the fighter? Come on, man. Make it make sense. Did Xander Zayas say Virgil Ortiz ducked me and he's scared to fight me? That's why the fight didn't happen? He didn't say that. Say he did not want to play the game. And that's what you be seeing. A lot of times these dudes be having inflated egos or perceptions of who they think they are. And it's not realistic. Virgil don't have that A-side. He can't play that A-side card. That's going to hinder him. That's not going to help him get no fight. He don't got no belt. Yeah, you fought names, but you ain't been no crazy big ticket seller. You ain't selling out no venues. Get what I'm saying? It's going to be hard to push. Oh, yeah, man, he the A-side over everybody. That shit is not realistic, and that's why he's not getting fights. And it's a similar situation with Bakram Murtazaliev. People want to paint him out to be a boogeyman, but in reality, he don't have the strongest team. He don't have the best team. So what ends up happening? Fights end up falling apart. And then the boogeyman goes in there with fucking Josh Kelly and get beat up. Ain't no boogeymans in boxing, and all that duck shit is the most overstated, overplayed narrative in boxing, and it ruins conversations. You idiots. I don't even see how y'all can sit here with straight faces and call people ducks and with no information to prove to back up the claim. Ultimately, boxing is a business. When we're talking about the biggest fights in the world being made, it's business. It don't have shit to do with nobody being scared. If that money is right, they're going to make the fight. When both parties involved is all in on making fights, we get them. That's 100% why we getting Boots and Xander right now. You don't see Xander team going on the internet playing around. They was they was all about it. They put this fight together so fast. Oscar De La Hoya should be embarrassed for the way he behaved handling not only the Xander and Virgil fight, but then the Virgil and Boots fight. He ruined two opportunities for his fighter, in my opinion, playing that A-side bullshit. Now, think I'm lying. Now, Virgil going to have to get realistic or he going to be on the sideline. Watch what I tell you. Shout out to We Fight All Night. Cal Cooler, blessings, family. How you feeling, bro? Yeah, they mad at Bud for his opinion. You know, we're going to get on them. We're going to get to them, too. We're going to get to them. Shout out to Creole. My dog was good, homie. Butcher was good, homie. Was good with it. I keep trying to tell y'all, like, I get it. Everybody feel like this one is a duck. Nah, Virgil Ortiz ain't a scary dude, y'all. I would urge everybody to reconsider saying that. Think about the last three people that he fought. Does that look like a scary guy? You get what I'm saying? Boachuk, Madrimov, Erickson, Lubin. Does that look like a guy that's scared to fight? You get what I'm saying? Virgil almost died. You know what I'm saying? Down there at 47 when he caught that Rabdo. The dude still boxed. He beat Rabdo for the most part. Why would he be scared to take a punch? Like, let's talk logic and reason, right? Like, not just, What is it about Virgil Ortiz that makes you think he's scared to fight? I don't get scary energy from that dude. I think he's confident as hell, but what I think we're seeing is a team not being on the same accord with the fighter and manager. And as a result, not only are you not going to see Virgil in Boots, you're not going to see Virgil and Xander or Virgil and anybody as long as the situation is at odds like that. It has nothing to do with Virgil being scared of Boots and or Xander. Why would he be scared to fight a young, unproven Xander Zayas? No disrespect, accomplished, but mildly unproven Xander Zayas. It don't make a lot of sense. You get what I'm saying? Who the hell is it that Xander beat that Virgil should be so afraid to get in there with him? What is it that Xander possessed that should make Virgil be scared to challenge for his 2 titles? We should really be able to understand from these situations falling apart that it's more business related than any fighter being scared of each other. And I'm telling you, if Xander felt like Virgil was scary and that's why the fight didn't happen, he would have said it. What he explained it to you, and I'm gonna let it play again. I'm gonna let this play through. Is the business, bro? When the business don't line up, you don't get fights. You see this all the time. And I tell y'all, when it's public like it is, you don't get it. Look. Let me make some sense to y'all. When it came to Xander fighting Virgil, we seen a lot of back and forth on social media, right? And then you see the Oscar De La Hoya videos and the tweets and stuff, right? It was very public. So what ends up happening? No fight. Moving on. Then you get Virgil moves on to Boots, right? What did you see? It got very public, back and forth, clapbacks. Rick making 4 or 5 minute videos responding to Oscar, but being real reasonable with his approach. You get what I'm saying? It was very public. What did we get? No fight. Tell me how public was Boots in Xander's eyes? How public was they making that? Was they going back and forth crazy on social media? Was they managers and promoters duking it out in videos and tweets and shit? Absolutely not. The fight got put together fast as hell. I'm trying to tell y'all, man, that because their business was right. Xander team either believes in him or his contract up, like Tim Bradley said, but we gonna find out. We gonna find out. You know what I'm saying? Virgil gonna get the Fundora fight watch because I cool PBC. I mean, look, as long as he at odds, though, he ain't getting nothing, Butcher. You get me? As long as him and Oscar not on the same page, and then Rick and Oscar not on the same page, it won't be no fights for Virgil. He gonna be on the sideline. He ain't getting no fight, in my opinion. I don't see it. I don't see him. And then think about it. When Oscar spoke about Virgil, he started talking about the arbitration, the legal shit, how long it could be, how he could end up being on the sideline. Oscar ready to play the long game with Virgil. So I'm telling you, it's up to him and his manager to get on the same accord so it don't end up hindering that man's career. Because Virgil Ortiz can't afford to be sidelined again. He already got sidelined with Rabdo and missed key years out on his career, and then couldn't even get the big fight that was supposed to be the Stanionis fight for him down there. He was supposed to be a champion at 47, but his health didn't allow it. So if you Virgil, you got to find a way. Y'all got to find a way to resolve this legal situation so y'all can all push forward. But until that changes, I don't see Virgil getting back in there.
Fairly simple behind the scenes, which was a far different case than what Ennis experienced negotiating with Virgil. Why do you think that was the case? And what do you make of this?
Like you said, it was an easy negotiation. I feel like we both wanted a fight. There are no buts. There's no what ifs. We both want to fight. Let's make it happen. The fans want it. Why not make it happen? With Virgil, well, I guess that happened every time there was a conversation of a big fight with him. He always wanted it too much of his way and never wanted to be, he didn't want to play the game. He didn't want
him saying he wanted too much of his way. That's business. That's money. How many times we really seen Oscar preach that these dudes was the A side over 2 fighters that he can't make a case that he's the A side over. And as a result, both of those situations was public and neither fight happening. Why y'all can't learn boxing? They teaching y'all. They really teaching y'all if you're willing to learn. That's why I call myself a student, man. You pay attention to this shit long enough, it'll all start to make sense. You hear what Xander is saying. Nah, not Virgil scared of me, man. He wanted it too much his way. What is that telling you? How you gonna want it all your way and I'm the champion? He like, bro, you're not even willing to come to the table and be realistic. Come on, man. Y'all gotta smarten up. And it really burns me up that, like, how do y'all process information? Seriously, like, do y'all just, take a narrative and just run with this shit? It's foolish, bro. Like, it's foolish, bro. Like, you gotta be smarter than that. Gotta be smarter than that. These guys are teaching you in real time. And I'm glad that both these fights fell out for Virgil because they're teachable moments for people that's paying attention. He ain't have shit to do with Duck. You telling me he ducked both of these guys. So Virgil just scared to fight all of a sudden. So he fight back to back to back quality guys, proven guys, right? Quality fighters, good fighters. And then all of a sudden, he get cold feet and get scared to fight Xander. Tell me how that even makes sense, bro. Seriously, bro. The man almost died, bro. If you had a near-death situation, I'm pretty sure the last thing you would be scared of is a damn punch to the face. That doesn't make sense, man. I'm giving Virgil grace because he deserved it. This shit is foolish, man. That's not a scary-ass fighter. That's a fighter that we clearly see. He's a chill guy. I don't think he do a lot of barking and screaming, but it seemed like everything was on the up and up until you got to this fight. Y'all ever ask yourself what made Virgil sue Oscar De La Hoya? The ones that think Virgil are scared or ducking. You ever ask yourself what is making them sue him? They clearly, and then think about something. How is it on Virgil when his manager is telling y'all publicly that he's never even had a conversation with Oscar? Oscar is telling them, he's telling Oscar, yo, we could sit down like men and talk about this. We haven't had one conversation, this whole situation. They've been going back and forth on social media. Tell me again, how is that good business? Tell me again, how does that, is that the best thing for the fighter? And as a result, you've seen two, not one, but two fights fall out for said fighter. And now he had to sue the dude. Virgil ain't a scary dude, man. He ain't no scary guy, man. Ain't shit about Virgil scary. In my opinion, bro, he want fights. And I think him and Oscar clearly at odds. The business ain't all the way right. And as a result, it seemed like he wanted to be let out of Golden Boy. Seemed like he wanted to be let out of, he wanted his walking papers. I respect Virgil, man. Till I see something definitively that shows me that guy is scared. Yo, facts. Shout out to Uncle Rick. You get me. They get paid to fight. When they don't fight, they don't get paid. Ain't shit scarier than starving. What's scarier? Starving or taking a punch to the face? Seriously. Like, that's how we really got to get correlate this shit to real life. Like, what would you rather, starve or get punched in the face? Seriously. If somebody told you, if you don't go in there and fight, you ain't going to be able to pay your bills next month. Your kid might starve. What you going to do? You going to be scared to get punched? And you train to do this shit. Make it make sense, man. Telling you, bro. They tried the A side and bully the negotiations. And Oscar went public and overplayed his hand, I think, in both of these situations. And now his fighter's suffering, and he over there talking about his fighter potentially sitting on the sideline for a long stretch period of time. And it's going over everybody's head. They still like, nah, Virgil, man, it's Virgil. It ain't Virgil. It's Oscar. We all know, look, think about it. When think about how he lost Canelo. Think about the biggest fight of Canelo's career. He wasn't there. No disrespect to him. He was in rehab somewhere. You fast forward to Ryan Garcia, the biggest fight of his life. They left him hanging with Tank. He told him he was going to need a bat. Ryan had to press for that. You got to think of the guy that's promoting the fighter before you call the fighter a duck. Which one is it? Is it Oscar builds his fighters up like, you get them too many fights and don't want to test them? Or is it the guys being scary? Because they told me it's Oscar. Now with Virgil, is Virgil being scared when he fought the fights? It don't even make sense. It's Oscar. The way he doing business, it has ruined the opportunities for Virgil. It's not Virgil Ortiz. Virgil going out there and fighting. And when he realized that this dude is potentially blowing bags for him, in my opinion, based on what they put out there, he sued him. He like, yo, this dude is dumb. He playing. He playing with my career in our face. Shout out to my dog Marcus for the 10-piece. Appreciate the love and the cash app. Support the grind. Like my guy Marcus, appreciate.
And we ain't never got a box again. Well, right. well. I already been getting these bets, but now it's time for you to get your just due.
Shout out to my guy Marcus, man. Appreciate the love, man. It's exactly what they do. Facts, man. Oscar says he's receiving death threat. You remember he had to get up at least the crazy. You remember that? You remember that? Oscar said they had to get up out of there. They was receiving death threats. Remember that? Come on, man. At some of his fighters' biggest moments, he hasn't been present. You get what I'm saying? Like, think about how many, yo, talk about it. Munguia, Ryan, Zordo, Zepeda, and Virgil. Again, why are we blaming the fighters when it's the promoter that has a track record? And I think what Oscar be trying to do is maximize his coin. I really do believe that. I think he be trying to maximize what these guys could potentially make. Because if they make more, he makes more, right? He's in the business of making money. And I think, unfortunately, these 2 times that he's ruined opportunities more so than helped them, right? You know what I'm saying? I can't say it would be stupid to tell y'all Oscar don't know what he's doing. But I just think in this situation, he might have mishandled it, right? And went about it the wrong way. And I'm going to keep saying this. Whenever negotiations are damn near public, like when all the business is like being shouted about through tweets and mentions and tags and posts and videos, you never get the fight. You never get it. Never. And I keep telling y'all, learn from Zayas and Boots. It wasn't no long, drawn-out situation. They put that shit together fast. So everybody that thought it was Boots that was ducking Virgil, so he ducked a non-champion for the champion, right? That don't make no damn sense. If you think Zayas was scared of somebody, so he went from potentially fighting Virgil to fighting Boots, both of them non-champions, both of them dangerous. Where is anybody scared at? I see 3 real fighters. 3 real fighters. And I think Zayas is accomplished, but the least proven out of all 3. And we're going to find out if that's the case when they fight. I can't wait to. Try to pump facts, bro. Try to punk them. You get me, bro? Shout out to my dog, man. I'm telling you, bro. We just got to make this shit make sense. You got to start learning from these dudes, man. These guys be playing these games right in the fans' face, and we be falling for it, arguing about who a duck. And they just showed you that his business ain't in order. You know what I'm saying? Dude getting sued by one of his biggest fighters. The biggest name fighters he getting sued by. He's legit getting sued by him. Why do you think that is? He went from saying, Oscar treat me well, he checked up on me on Christmas, he called me and everything, to, oh, man, we suing. And I need to get it let up out this contract. What do you think changed? They got Virgil looking crazy in the light. I told y'all, Virgil didn't like that shit. I would love for him to speak on it and see if the reason he sued had anything to do with the way Oscar was moving when it came to making either of these particular fights. Guarantee you he was saying some truth to it. Guarantee you. What else would it be? Come on, man. Yo, all the time, Rod. It derails them all the time. Shout out to Marcus. I appreciate it, man. Appreciate the continued support, bro. That's my guy right there. And you know it, that got to leave that up there for the people that talk that bias stuff. And for the last time, if you're going to use the word bias for the people that call me bias, I don't mind, but just use it correctly. Bias is not when you hear something that you don't agree with. Bias is when a guy is not able to speak on both sides of the spectrum or the equation or whatever it is you're talking about. You've heard me speak on Boots' side. You heard me talk about Zayas. You heard me talk about Virgil. And guess what? In all 3 situations, I have not told not one of y'all that either of those dudes are scared to fight or ducking each other. Shit is stupid, man. Negotiations fall out all the time in fights, man. Yeah, it's like people just start watching boxing. I swear, man. I'm convinced people that continue to push duck narratives, y'all just start watching boxing. Y'all don't know shit. Y'all really don't know shit. Y'all not learning when they're. I think they mess up when they negotiate publicly. But the good part about it is it's an opportunity to learn boxing, right? We're never gonna be on them phone calls. We're never gonna be in them rooms negotiating with the fighters. We're never gonna have that type of inside track. But we got a different inside track when they going back and forth publicly, and then, oh shit, a lawsuit come out of nowhere. Come on, man. A lawsuit can't be good. Virgil want to fight. That's how he eat. The man almost died. Some of his prime years is missed because of an illness. You get what I'm saying? That he seemingly got under control now. You telling me he don't want to go 100%? The man trained like a complete maniac, and he fight like one. But all of a sudden, he's just going to be scared because Xander Zayas of Boots. Man, I'm here to say this confidently, man. Virgil ain't scared of neither one of them dudes. Ain't no boogeymans, ain't none of that. Get what I'm saying? Ain't no boogeymans, ain't none of that, man. I think it'll be a good fight if it happens. It will. It will. Shout out to Blue Wells. Let's keep building, man. Let's keep playing this.
He didn't want to play the game. He only wanted to play his game, and that's why he never got a big fight. It was super easy. I feel like not just me, but the whole team, everybody behind the scenes, Jerome Boots and his team, they can tell you it was just fairly easy conversation. We both wanted it, and we both made it happen. That's what it comes down to. When both fighters want it, it's an easy conversation to have.
Did you and your team go into this fight be like, here's everything that went wrong with Virgil. Let's make sure it doesn't happen and we can get this done?
Man, I don't know what went wrong with Virgil. I don't know what, I mean, obviously the Sue and all of that, they had all that stuff with Golden Boy and Golden Boy with them. So I get that. But outside of that, I don't know what went wrong. With me was easy. You want to fight? Yes. Let's go. Let's make it happen. That's it.
Simple. The difference in these situations is, you notice Xander Zayas don't got nobody making videos on his behalf trying to publicly negotiate, ruining his opportunities. We all know whenever you go public, you killing the fight. We know it. But like real ones, behind the scenes, they got it done. You heard what he just said? It's very simple. Hey, you want to fight? Yes. Man, gotta put some more respect on this lost Hispanic Backstreet Boy, man. You know what I'm saying? The first Hispanic Golden Lord. You know what I'm saying? Xander Zayas. I don't know why he got that pink cap on. He bogus, but he could fight, though. I like Xander. You gotta put some respect on him. He was willing to say yes, and yes. Both the Virgil, both the Boots. You can't call him no scary guy. And it's the same thing with Boots, man. He was all in on Virgil, and I think Virgil was all in, and Oscar De La Hoya wasn't all in. We see this shit. We got multiple fighters. Bro just mentioned about 4 or 5 Oscar De La Hoya fighters where you could tell that he held them back to a certain degree and he guided them in a certain direction. Kid Austin got an opportunity for a title. What did Oscar De La Hoya say? And Schofield Sr., remember he posted the text messages and he basically told him, don't take the fight. Y'all telling me it's not Oscar? Oscar is the common denominator when these fights don't be happening. He a fucking promoter. He know how to promote. He know how to put a fight together. He know how to do business. He been doing this shit for years. You ain't gonna be around in business as long as Oscar if you don't know what you're doing. But he still don't mean he ain't an asshole about it. He mismanaged, in my opinion. And I think he mishandled both of these situations. He got too wrapped up into the Clapback Thursday edits and putting them videos together and putting it all in there, trying to make people laugh, that you took your eye off the most important thing, and that was making sure that one of your most prized pupils in Virgil Ortiz gets the biggest fight of his career with Jerron Ennis, and you didn't secure it. Get out of here. You told Kid Austin, don't take a fight. Don't take a title fight. Get what I'm saying? We all seen with the Zordo, the Munguias. You seen this shit. Get what I'm saying? You seen it. You threw Canelo in. He convinced Canelo to fight Floyd and wasn't even there when they fought. Make it make sense. He told his fighter, Ryan Garcia, you need a bat for Tank. It's countless examples. He tried to convince the world that Virgil Ortiz was an A-side over Jerron Ennis when we all know Boots. We could look and see he sold out the Wells Fargo. You can look through Virgil Ortiz's whole fight history and see that he's never sold out anything. But tell me again, it ain't Oscar? I think we pointing the fingers at the wrong people. It's not the fighters. It's Oscar's methods in this particular situation that ruin opportunities for his fighter. I'm telling you, and that shit whenever lawsuits come, it's always, that's not good, bro. That's turmoil. That's like, bro, you out here playing with my career. These people out here calling me ducks and shit, and I'm out here trying to fight. I'm ready to fight, but you over here trying to, you get me? If you're trying to get them the most money possible, you do it behind the scenes where you could really get it done. Oscar, I think, was not being honest when he said he was trying to get the most money possible, because how is that the fact, but you're not talking to the fighter or the manager? How is this working? What kind of business are you running, bro? Come on, man. Shout out to Blue Wells. Appreciate the love, man. Says, sorry, I'm not a good mod. Grab lunch on your boy, man. Blue. Shout out to Blue Wells. I appreciate that, man. Shout out to my
And
guy.
we ain't never got a box again. Well. I already been getting these bets, but now it's time for you to get your just due.
Shout out to Blue Wells, man. We gotta start paying attention. That's all I'm saying. I don't know everything, but I know how to make sense. I ain't no damn fool. Not about to get up here and push no silly ass narrative. You know what I mean? These dudes don't do all their business. And I think that's part of the problem too. I think they need to be more hands-on when it's time to make fights. I think these fighters need to start being more in the know and less, you know what I mean? Just, I get it. You want to focus on the fight, but when it's the biggest fights that you can make in your career, I think you need to be hands-on for those fights. I really do. I truly do. Shout out to Blue Wells. Much love, my guy. Bruce Gas, peace to the OG. Blunt, my dog, was good with it. Yeah, are you a promoter? You get what I'm saying, Rod? And that's what he was doing, bro. Virgil wanted to fight, even tried to sue Oscar. You get what I'm saying? Shout out to my dog, Judah. What's good with it, bro? The contract goes both ways. That's true. That's true. But I know in this case, man, I could say I feel in this case off of everything that's out there, it was some bad business being done. And I think we've seen it play out one time too many. You know what I'm saying? It's perfect how this fight got put together with Boots and Xander. But quietly, that shit was quiet. We heard something about it. People was like, man, I don't believe it when I see it, man. We got to get an announcement. Then, boop, the announcement come. Fast as hell because they really wanted to fight each other. And I don't think Xander got nobody in his ear trying to get him not to be great. They allowing him to dare to be great. Well, he pushed for it, so they ain't stop him. So I like it. Easy, no drama, bro. 1, 2, 3.
It's refreshing to hear. We love to hear it. And you already have a rivalry with Ortiz as well. Does it give you a little extra satisfaction that you got this fight and he didn't?
It's funny, man. It just, to be honest, I don't have a rivalry. Like people say it's rivalry. I just like to like throw punches at him sometimes, you know, just for the fun of it. There's no, I mean, I don't know the guy. I've never met him in real life. I don't know what he looks like in real life, you know? So yeah, I feel like it's just funny to me. But no, I don't want to laugh that he didn't get the fight. I just want to say that I made it happen because it's something that I wanted. It's something that I'm confident on that I'm gonna win on June 27, and it was easy for me to say yes. I've always said yes to all the names, all the big names in the division. I've always said yes every time they came to me, and this is the first opportunity where the other fighter also says yes. And is willing to face me.
Well,
gotta love that. Shout out to Xander, bro. I believe him. I'm glad he got the opportunity that he got. I'm glad he had the, back-to-back, quality opportunities to be a unified champion, man. He represents the sport the right way, man. You know what I mean? It's crazy. Like, even though I feel like Boots gonna get this dub, I just feel how I feel about both of these guys. If Xander was to win, I wouldn't even feel bad for him. This is a dude that you could really be happy for because he really got the champion attitude. He's saying yes, and he's proving it. Yes, the guys. He was yes to Ortiz, yes to Boots. He need to be embraced, man. People really need to rock out with him. Shout out to Lala D. Peace Queen. How you feeling? Right? Rumor. Announcement done. You get me? You get me, Uncle Rick. Shout out to Rick. William Old School, my dog. He said, "I climb the billboard. Be safe, family." Cornelius was good player. Be safe though, William Old School. Be safe, my guy. Definitely gave my
certainly
respect.
A great fighter,
Xander, that
and
much
certainly
more.
Someone everyone wants to see you fight in the future. Let's put a bookmark on Virgil and talk about the real fight you have in front of your hands against Gervonta Ennis. He's already fired the first shot and says he doesn't really see much in you and he can beat you however he wants. What is your reaction to this?
That's fair. I feel like that's the way he should think. You know, if he didn't think that way, then he wouldn't be a fighter. I feel exactly, like it's the same way. I'm gonna rip his heart out. I'm gonna take him. I'm gonna take him to somewhere he's never been. You know, he's gonna feel uncomfortable. He's gonna be uncomfortable when it comes to fight night. It's easy to face guys that you're bigger than them, you're more athletic than them. But when you're facing a guy that is as big as you, that is as athletic as you, that is as composed, as smart as you, it's a whole different story. And come June 27th, he will see why this 23-year-old is a unified world champion.
He talking that talk, man. Xander said everything he supposed to say, all the way to how Boots is supposed to feel. I told y'all, you ain't as confident as what Boots is saying and what Xander is saying. Why even do this? They both really confident that they could win. That's another reason why I want to see the fight. And it's a proven grounds fight for both of these dudes. Xander is recognized as a green champion, but accomplished, and Boots is still called a hype job. Some of that shit get put to bed come fight night. This is gonna be one of the ones to watch, bro.
And
I don't think
with
it's gonna
Gervonta,
be
he's considered by many one of the
fight,
most gifted all-around fighters in the
scrap.
sport. Do you believe he's that great, or is he rated too high for your liking?
He's a good fighter, but I don't think he's a great fighter. I'm gonna do what I do June 27th, and I'm gonna come out victorious. 23 men have tried, 23 men has failed, and this will be number 24. He will try. I know he will come prepared, and he will fail like the other 23 did.
You're obviously confident, but what do you think makes Boots beatable in your?
Man, he's saying Boots gonna fail just like everybody else. Left hand man, he was good, man.
Everything. He's never been uncomfortable. He's always had it his way. He's always, have fighters that put up a little bit of a fight and then they quit. When you have a young champion that is willing to risk everything to go in there, man, that's scary. And he has me now in front of him, and he's gonna have to adjust because he's gonna be really, really uncomfortable come fight night.
Without giving away.
I like what he's saying right there, man. I like what he's saying right there. He's planning on trying to make Boots very uncomfortable on fight night, take him to a place he's never been, right? Basically deep waters or dark waters, deep waters, however you want to look at it, man. But it's going to be a tall task. I don't think either guy is going to be easy for the other. Why? Simply put, you go up and down their resumes, it's clear to see that Boots Ennis ain't got a Xander Zayas on his resume. Right? Regardless of what you think of Xander, he ain't fought nobody that's a Xander Zayas, right? Not saying that he's something so special that you never seen before, but just, on some boxing, I think this would be one of the more overall polished talents that Boots has been in front of in the boxing ring. And he's really confident. This dude is undefeated. He don't know how to lose either. And it's the same thing for Boots, man. Two confident guys that believe in themselves. This is gonna lead to a good fight. They don't know how to lose. They're gonna have to teach each other how to lose, right? Think about that. Imagine if he does put Boots in an uncomfortable position and you see Boots in some situations that you never seen. That'd be crazy, or vice versa. Because so far, Xander has passed every test. He's passed every test. You get what I'm saying? He's only grown as a fighter. He's still got more growing to do at 23, obviously, but I think this is going to be a really tough fight for him. You know what I'm saying? And I think both guys possess qualities that the other guy, you know what I mean? Where I think they have areas where they're better than each other at, right? And I said this from a fundamental standpoint, it might lean to Xander, right? Some people might say he's more disciplined and sticking to the fundamentals and being technically sound, where Boots super athletic, where he makes more mistakes because he relies on the athleticism. But so far, it hasn't got him in trouble to the point where he can't win a fight. So, and the same thing for Xander. So I think 50-50 on paper, man.
Your game plan, can you just talk about some of the
60,
strengths and
40,
weaknesses
55,
that you see already?
Man, he eats every straight punch. He eats every hook. I mean, I don't know. I mean, he there's a lot of things that I can take advantage of. I'm as athletic as he is. I'm as tall. I'm as big as he is. And again, he just never faced somebody like me before.
Yeah, I agree with some of that. What he said. I don't know if he's as athletic as Boots is. I think that's where Boots might have him for sure. Natural athleticism. Boots is really twitchy in there, man. That's why I call him And1 mixtape Boots. That's the closest thing to And1 in boxing. It's what Boots be out there doing. Like, you know how a lot of times you hear fighters saying them fighter me's, man, I'm just go out there and have fun. But, they go out there and be fighting for their life. Boots go out there and he be having fun. And that's why he's so dangerous, because he be so relaxed and comfortable in there. So if Xander is able to push Boots in situations where he's uncomfortable, that'd be super impressive, because it's not a lot of places in the boxing ring where Boots would be uncomfortable, right? So I can't wait to see this. Xander making me want to see this even more. Shout out to Thrill, man. Xander gonna see offense he's never seen. Yeah, I'm telling you. I think the creativity part too, Cornelius, is where he got him. Creativity, versatility. He got more of a bag, I think, Boost does. Nah,
and your confidence is on an all-time high right now, right?
Yeah, he said Boost get hit with a lot. Get hit with straights, hooks. He get hit. Saying Boost pretty much get hit a lot. He's gonna take him to that dark place and rip his heart out.
13 months, we've seen the development during your title run, back-to-back title wins. What do you credit your improvement to?
Man, I'm growing in the sport, knowing what I'm capable of, and pushing myself every time, pushing myself to the limit. Knowing that I'm the best and understanding that when you understand that, it's simple to get the work done. It's simple to push yourself harder and harder every single day because there's nothing to prove to nobody. It's something to prove to yourself. And I'm going to do it one more time. I'm going to prove myself right.
We saw the footage. You were recently training in a pair of boots. Is that going to be an everyday thing in training camp moving forward?
Man, that was a funny video. I feel like it was kind of like a sneak peek for the fans before the fight was announced, and also I was wishing happy birthday to my favorite prospect, so it was a little bit of both. But I mean, I don't think I'm gonna implement them as an everyday thing. I don't think I need them. I just need to keep stepping on them.
Nah, I like it, man. So I think it was safe to say for us to assume with him training in the boots, that's who he was fighting. So that's why I like fighters, man. They do little subtle things, man. You just got to read between the lines. I thought that was a cool touch. And it's diabolical that he called it Virgil Ortiz for as proven as Virgil is. He calling him a prospect because Virgil ain't never fought for no title as well. Virgil ain't no damn prospect, man.
We've seen Sebastian Fundora training boots. Who knows? Maybe it's a secret sauce. You got to give it a try.
Man, when you fight a guy that hasn't fought in 6 years, it's easy to train boots because you were supposed to beat him.
What do you make of Sebastian Fundora? He's obviously a very difficult puzzle to solve. He just dominated Keith Thurman. A lot of people consider him the best 154-pounder in the world.
He dominated a Thurman that hasn't been in an elite level fight since what, 2019? I mean, he was supposed to dominate. If he didn't, then it was a problem. He was supposed to do what he did. So I wasn't surprised about it. Yes, Keith Thurman was good when he was Keith Thurman. Now it's not the same, you know? I mean, Sebastian Fundora is a good fighter. Tall guy, lanky guy. He started to use his reach for the last couple of fights, so that's a good thing. But I feel like with the right movement, with the right game plan, is a puzzle easy to solve.
Oh shit! Damn, I didn't expect him to say that. He says Sebastian Fundora is a puzzle easy to solve. Now I don't know about that because that big, tall, long, jolly green giant man, slender man, cardboard cutout, Mr. Fantastic, like bro, that dude, he out of his mind. I don't know who the hell taught him to box, man. Should have just let him do what he was doing, man, because he making shit terrible for people, man. He making shit terrible for people. So you agree with Xander? Yeah, man. He said I believe with the right game plan and approach, yeah, he could be beat. You've seen it already, but that guy was losing that fight before he got that knockout. Erickson Lubin had good success. Gervonta Clark, they had a war. That's the draw on his resume. I know a lot of people probably wasn't watching Sebastian Fundora around that time. Now, some people was, but if y'all remember Gervonta Clark, that's the draw. They went to war. I thought Gervonta had got Sebastian, but that's when he used to just go out there and brawl. He's gotten considerably better since then, so it's a little different. Shout out to JJ. What's good with it?
Do you think that's a fight that could be made for you as well, too? I know you tried to get it last year. He had the WBO title. It was stripped, and you ended up fighting for the vacant title. Do you feel that fight will be made?
What can I tell you? It was supposed to be made last year. Now he's saying that now it makes a lot more sense because I have 2 belts. Well, you had them before. You could have kept them the same way. You lost it because you wanted to.
That definitely was a good fight. Damn sure was a real good one.
So I don't know. I mean, I don't know, because also his promoter is saying, or his manager is saying, that they're not fighting outside of PBC. So how can you negotiate that? How can you go into a negotiation knowing that this guy doesn't want to fight anybody but the elderly staff they have at PBC?
Well, you certainly deserve all the credit, because for those who forget, you were in Las Vegas last year as well after the Cordell Booker fight. You got into the ring. You wanted that fight. Again, just goes to show that you have been chasing these big fights over the last year, and you're proving that you're ready to make them as well. But going back to the preparation, you know, when Canelo fought Crawford, he prepared by bringing in Boots for sparring. That's how serious he was taking in that fight. Who's the one top guy out there that you think will help you with sparring? Are you bringing the team together already?
Yes, we have a couple guys. I'm not gonna mention it till everybody sees it.
Yeah, I didn't like the whole they not fighting outside the PBC thing. I think that's stupid. I think it's premature to make that assessment too. It's kind of dumb. You know what I'm saying? I think it'd be kind of stupid not to fight outside of the PBC. I mean, maybe not. Maybe it makes sense money wise. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you get what I'm saying? Maybe it make the most sense. I don't know. But my thing is, if Boots or Xander is not with the PBC, so regardless of whoever wins the fight, they're gonna have the other titles. I don't see no reason in hell why Sebastian Fundora wouldn't want them other belts. He already spoke on it. So, and dude said they'd fight him. You know what I'm saying? Xander, I like Xander personality. I like his energy. I love his confidence. Lisa is fun, man. It really is, man. I like him. I just hate that pink hat. That pink hat pissing me off with that blonde hair. Damn Hispanic golden lord, man. I'm telling you.
Oh, so it's going to be a grand reveal.
Yeah, it's going to be something special for everybody.
Well, we can't wait to see it. As far as this fight, what are you thinking? What are you envisioning? What's going on in your head when you're thinking about how this fight plays out?
Man, shocking the world. Proving myself right one more time. That's what it comes down to.
I didn't even think about that.
I'm going to come out victorious. It doesn't matter if it's by knockout. It doesn't matter if it's by decision. I'm going to make the adjustment like I always do. And I'm going to come out victorious come June 27th.
You're very proud of your Puerto Rican heritage. We have to talk about history really quickly, because it hasn't been kind when elite Puerto Ricans and Americans face each other. We talk about Trinidad got stopped by Hopkins. Cotto got lost to Mayweather, and all the way back to Wilfred Benitez. He lost to Sugar Ray Leonard and Tommy Hearns. How is it going to be different for you, and how are you rewriting history?
Man, you know, respect to all those legends, but I'm Xander Zayas. I'm Xander Zayas. I write history, and I'm going to do it one more time come June 27th.
If you beat Boots, is this going to be the
when I beat Boots? When I beat Boots?
I like it. I like everything.
Will that be the kind of win that elevates you to the pound for pound list?
I mean, I think so. I mean, he's supposedly the best name at 154. So once I beat him, I should enter the pound for pound list. But again, that's something that I don't have control over. That that's something that, you know, the writers and everybody that votes for that has control. But I'm not focusing right now. I'm not focusing on the pound for pound list. I'm focusing on beating Jaron Boots Ennis.
And lastly, we saw you play a part in Bad Bunny's Super Bowl halftime show. Your fight against Boots is certainly going to be big enough to get Benito in the building at the Barclays Center in Brooklyn.
We'll see. We'll see. Maybe. I don't know. Depends on his schedule. Depends on what he has to do. Obviously, he's a working man. He's the best artist in the world right now. But let's see what happens.
Crazy,
maybe I can help you schedule it. Let's do it now. So tell him what song is he walking you with?
No. I'll keep that a secret. I'll keep that a secret.
Now I can't unsee
this. We're working behind the scenes, and let's see what happens.
You crazy.
Well, it's going to be a party for sure come June 27th.
Bro, now I can't.
All your Puerto Rican fan base will surely show up in spades. Xander, thank you very much for joining us, and good luck throughout the rest of training camp.
Thank you very much, bro.
That's funny. That's funny, bro. Man, Wanda, not Wanda, man. Not Wanda. I mean, a Puerto Rican one. I got a video with Bootsy's talking a little bit. He did with YSM. So look, just to your comment, Teach that said chubby face. I didn't even think about that. I did notice some of the things Xander was saying when he was speaking. He was talking about him, Boots finally facing somebody that's as big as him, as athletic as him, as smart as him, as composed as him, all those different things. Xander does got good size. I think it was talks about him possibly fighting at 62. So Xander definitely ain't no little guy. That's why this is going to be a good fight. It's going to be one of those where you can't say, oh, he only won because he was the much bigger guy. That's not the case. Yeah, Xander eating good, man. I know they feed him good. But he always be in great shape, which is the great thing, which is a good thing. And, Boots ain't no small dude either in between fights. He don't let himself get, blow up. But, you seen Boots with some weight on him before. So I think this is going to be a really good fight. Good test for both guys. Really good test. You got a green champion versus the Philly hype job, as they keep saying. So I want to see it. So you noticed it right away. I just didn't think about it. Thrill, I don't know why. I just didn't think about it. Just didn't think about it for some reason. I didn't think about his face, but yeah. And now he's saying how big he is, but yeah, Xander ain't no small guy. Xander ain't no little dude. Hanging with Bad Bunny, get blonde seeds. Yeah, what is up with that? The blonde hair be pissing me off. They gotta just relax. Just leave it to the ladies. Let the ladies play with all that hair dye, man. Seriously, man. Don't. Hey, I'm already saying it. TD, what's good with it? Y'all know I got a hair superstition over here. What's good, bro? Yeah, I got a hair superstition. Hey, Xander, on everything I love, come June 27th, if your hair is still blonde, you getting stopped. There's no. I'm just letting you know that. You get in the ring with Jerron Ennis with blonde hair, you already behind the 8 ball. I'm just trying to let you know that. I would strongly advise for you to turn your hair back black, whatever it is you do. But everything I love, if this June 27th come and Xander still got blonde hair, I'm betting on the stoppage. I'm betting on the Jerron Ennis stoppage. I'm telling you, I got a hair superstition. You can't just do unnecessary stuff, man, in big fights. You don't need the attention. You already one of the youngest champions, and you unified. You in one of the best divisions, most competitive divisions in the sport. You don't need the blonde hair. And obviously, I'm just being silly, y'all. But yeah, I got a hair superstition. Don't get in there with it. It's gonna get you slapped. I'm trying to tell you. Just ask Chris Colbert. Doing all that funny shit with your hair and bringing unnecessary attention to yourself. He got in the ring one day. Looked like he had a Nerf ball on his head, like a Nerf football. Don't do that shit. Nah, bro. Don't go in there being a Latino golden lord, bro, because that's all I'm going to see. And now pugilism need to be locked up in the asylum because he called that man the Puerto Rican Jamie Foxx, the Wanda from Living Color. I'm never going to unsee that. Don't go out there with the dyed hair. The pink fitted cat with the dyed hair was the bad look. Just don't bring that shit on fight night. I can't take you serious. I'm going to think you out there bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Nah, because don't play with your hair. Just do it back black. Go out there, get your buzz cut. Matter of fact, go bald. Dude, man, go. I bring somebody. We need the bald Xander. We need G.I. Joe Xander back, bro. We need Xander with the skin tight cut, Nick bald. We need that Xander. Bring him back, yo, because I'm telling you, everything I love. Y'all think I'm playing. I'm not even joking, though. I got a hair superstition. You can't do unnecessary stuff. That's very unnecessary. It's like Conor Ben. Conor Ben getting there with Regis and that hair still blonde. I might bet on Regis for the knockout. I'm telling you. Don't play with that hair. I'm telling you. Don't just leave it alone, bro. Nah, I just for men my shit a couple weeks back, bro. I can't talk. But I ain't putting no dye. I ain't putting a color in it, though. Tell you what's good with it. A Latino golden lord. Yeah, I'm telling you, I like Xander though. Just a little joke, but nah, all things real. Back to the boxing. It's gonna be a good fight because they got some of the same questions that need to be answered about both of them. And like y'all pointed out, Xander face look a little chubby, right? Like he been eating, right? Eating good or whatever. He not a small dude, so Boots not gonna get in there, and it's not gonna be a fight where people got to worry about Boots winning simply because he's the bigger guy. Remember, it was the talk that You know, he was fighting these other guys, these so-called 40-pounders that wasn't really 47-pounders, and that's why he was knocking these dudes out. I think those narratives get proven or disproven in this particular fight. That's why I like it. I love fights that, you know, have a lot of wild narratives surrounding them, that once the fight is completed, we get to see those narratives fall by the wayside. And I just hope whatever happens in the fight, that people could walk away feeling like they watched two of the best or two of the, you know, bravest, the young fighters, the real young fighters in the game with Boots and you know, Xander, man. Nah, it's pissing me off, bro. I know I'm being a fool. Shout out to my guy OP. What's good with it? Irvin Mack. What's good? You know what I mean? I was like, damn, why you just go do that? But bro pointed it out. It's the Bad Bunny vibes. Bad Bunny done got into his head, literally. Now he blonde. He got the pink fitted. He acting crazy. Xander acting a fool, man. Xander acting a fool. But let's keep going, man. I got a joint from Boost today. Shout out to everybody in the building. We got about 60 people in there. Hit the like button, y'all. Let's see what Boots had to say in this little clip right here.
Welterweight.
Shout out to Mill.
Oh, my bad. Lineal. Welterweight champion. Just rounding this.
Yeah.
What's good, Boots?
What's going on, player?
Quick, name top 5 snacks. Go.
Come on, yo.
Right
top
now.
5 snacks.
Off top.
Mine
top
or
5
just
snacks.
in general?
Yours. Top 5 snacks. Go.
Come on, that's you put me in a bad spot.
I'm putting you in the spot. You already know what's number 1. I already know what you're going to say. Go ahead.
What, honey buns?
Yeah.
No, that's not no. Is that?
It got to be your top 5, though.
All right, my top 5. I'm going to go honey buns. Chocolate chip cookies. The Wawa joints. The Chips Ahoy Cinnabon cookies. The Chips Ahoy Hershey's and cookies and cream joint.
Yeah. These two big boys, yo. These is two big boys fighting, man. These two 60-pounders, y'all. We got a fair fight, y'all. And dog was good. We got a fair fight.
I'm like,
Twix got to be in the top 5,
bro. Said
I need my top. I need a top 10.
Look at Boots' face. I can see it in Boots' face, man. Boots said honey buns. Said chocolate chip cookies, the Wawa joints.
Twix got to be in everybody's top 5, though. Twix is elite.
It's not my top 5, it's in my top 10 for sure. I'm snack bull. You can't give me a top 5 because I really eat snacks.
Mill back the interview while asking about snacks, bro. You know they think Boots already a 60.
Cookies or cake? Which one?
Cookies. Yeah, but I'm sweet boy. I eat anything that's sweet. That's me.
Look, Boots got sweet too.
All right, fat shit aside. Xander Zayas.
Yo, you gotta love boxing for the dumb shit like this, bro. Why is Mill asking the top 5 snacks? And Boots went right into it, yo. Honey buns, chocolate chip cookies, like I eat anything sweet. Yeah, it's good to know somebody else got a sweet tooth, not just me, bro. I got a problem. No, I'm telling you, sugar like drugs, bro. Telling you, they say if you stop eating processed sugar for like a week, everything, all the other food tastes better. I'm telling you. Did he say I'm a sweet boy? OP don't miss nothing. I'm tired of you. I think he did. Hold on. Let me roll it back a little bit. Hold on, what he said. Boots' face lit up, start talking about snacks and shit.
For sure.
Twix got to be in everybody's top 5, though.
No, I'm like
Twix got to be in the top 5, bro. Come on.
I need a top 10 because I'm snack boy. I snack all day.
You want the greatest snacks all the time?
He say it's snack boy.
For sure.
Twix got to be in everybody's top 5, though. Twix is elite.
It's not my top 5. I
love Twix. I ain't gonna lie.
I'm snack boy. You can't give me a top 5 because I really eat snacks. I really like. That's how I get down.
Cookies or cake? Which one?
Cookies. Yeah, but I'm sweet boy. I eat any
type
of sweet.
Nah. He said I'm a sweet boy. So he said he you wasn't wrong. He said
shit aside.
Y'all petty in the comments. I ain't messing with y'all.
A lot of people didn't see that coming. Xander Zayas, June. How you feeling about it?
Oh man, feeling great, man.
Twix, honey buns, chocolate carrot, turtles for me. Look at Tay. Oh
man, I'm snapping my legacy, man. It's only.
He said it okay.
I'm about to show the world I'm the best in the world. I'm gonna continue to keep showing the world I'm the best in the world. And like this boxing game, mine straight like that.
Now, the bout with Virgil Ortiz looked like it was done, and then of course, you know, the legal stuff.
Yeah,
happened.
I know. We gotta give him a hard time. We fools, bro, and you know you're an honest a-hole, so you gonna catch it for sure. Boots, no, this shit funny, man. But I can't wait to see this fight. Like I said, man. I'm glad that 2026 is headed in the direction it's in. I think it's more fights to be made too. It ain't even over. You know what I'm saying? So I can't wait for this, man.
With you,
right.
But you always said that you were going to give the fans the Virgil fight, and if that didn't happen, right back to the mission, and the mission was the belts. Yep. So was that why?
And real quick, I gotta point this out. Remember all this that Eddie, what is Eddie Hearn did for Boots? Eddie Hearn. Remember that? I told y'all. Eddie Hearn he said it. He said, yo, if it's not Virgil, he said it's gonna be a big fight. And Boots was talking that same talk. And look, I don't think it could have been a better plan B than what they got. I really don't. Across the board, I don't think it's a better plan B. Available wide? Nope. So Eddie Hearn, man, well done. Well done, Boots. Well done. Well done, Xander. Well done. Top
Xander
rank.
was your first option after Virgil?
Yeah, I mean, well, once we, me and the team sat down, we figured out like this, everything falling through, it's not really gonna happen. I told them, my team, Metro, the zone, I'm like, yo, go get me Xander. I'm gonna go get me Xander or go get me somebody with the belts, and that's what they did, and I'm glad they did that, and I'm excited. I'm ready to show up.
Everybody was kind of
again. You had Xander say he told his team. You had Boots. He told his team the same thing. And then you see what two teams, when they were serious about making a fight for their fighters, see how fast it happened. That's all I'll be saying, bro. You ain't see Xander and company spending, wasting time talking about who the A side and trying to. You get what I'm saying? All this dumb shit. You just didn't see that, as they did on PR weekend. That'd be dope, yo. I ain't gonna lie. Hope you in the building. Yeah, tough date for you. June 27th, man. We gonna see, man, because that's worth it. That's worth it. But TD, you be everywhere, man. You be at all the fights.
Like when the news first broke, like when the rumors first broke, everybody was like, "No, I don't believe it. That fight isn't going to happen." Mm-hmm. Like, why do you think people were so skeptical of it?
I'm not sure. Maybe because he a young champion. He could have went a different route. It took an easier fight. To be real, at 154, I'm the biggest name at 154. And everybody know that. I'm the biggest name at 154, and everybody know they're going to make the most money fighting me. Straight like that.
What does he bring to the table that could make this difficult?
I mean, don't get me wrong. I don't take nothing from him. He's a good fighter. I appreciate him. Appreciate him for giving me an opportunity. But I don't really see much. He's a great fighter. Good. He got good fundamentals. Good jab. He's smart at times. Like I said, I'm taking over. This is my division. It don't matter what he do. It don't matter what he bring to the table. I'm about to show the world why I'm the best in the world, and we're gonna start in June.
So was Lima the appetizer, and this is the full meal, or was this?
Lima wasn't even supposed to be the option. you know that.
Yeah.
We ran through like 15, 20 points. Everybody was saying no and things like that, but I get 154. That was me getting my foot in the door. I'm in the door now. It's time to go through the crib, run through the crib, ransack the crib, and get out of there. Take some jury. On to the next crib. Straight like that.
Yo, does that bug you out?
Man, I like this. I like Boots talking more, man. Get Boots more fights so you get Boots more camera time. More big fights, more camera time. Let Boots talk his talk, man. Think Xander's easy work? I don't think so, Teach. I think this is a good fight because I think Xander got some things, some areas of his game where he might be a bit more polished or stronger, than Boots, right? And I was talking about it earlier. I don't think it's an easy fight either way. It's competitive because you got two real fighters. Xander can box. I think with the athleticism and the creativity right off the bat, I think could be an issue. And I want to see how Xander deals with getting hit with a good shot from Boots, because I seen that fight with I think that was that Jorge Perez guy that he beat up. I didn't like the way he was. Like, when he got hit, I just didn't like the way he was reacting. And I just did. That dude is not a known puncher. You know what I'm saying? He was doing a lot of clinching and tying up, and I get it, but Boots is a lot, you know, twitchier than that guy, and I think he got more of a bag, obviously, right? More of an arsenal than Jorge Perez. So I want to see how he deal with the power. I want to see how he deal with the power. I want to see how Boots deal with Xander being disciplined and a really sound boxer, a good boxer too. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I don't see an easy fight for neither guy. You know, I feel like we could walk away respecting both of these dudes, win, lose, or draw. But we're gonna get some questions answered, Teach and Fight Fan. He said it might be early. Yeah, man. Shit, in real life, he get more comfortable on the camera. That's why I say, man, yeah, man, get boots on the camera more. Boxing need this personality, man. Show the people your personality. Because he'd be even bigger
people
star.
Called
he
a
could
cherry
just
pick
him,
for you.
him.
Josh Kelly ended up beating what people perceive to be the boogeyman. Is that why you can't judge fights?
Bro, I tell you this all the time, bro. I do not care about what nobody say. Not nobody on social media, not nobody, bro. I just stay to myself. That stuff do not bother me, but right, it don't matter what I do. Like I be saying before, I can knock out the Hawk or knock down a brick wall. They gonna be like, he was supposed to do that. It don't matter what I do, Mill. Like it's crazy, bro. But like, at the end of the day, as long as I'm making my team happy, making myself happy, and I'm feeling great, and I'm putting on these beautiful shoes and becoming that pay-per-view star, and that's what I'm going to do. And like I said, I'm the cash cow 154, and I'm the man. And they about to see.
How big is this fight, Boots?
How big is this fight? I think, to be honest, not for nothing, I feel like this fight is kind of like evening out with the Virgil situation. If you ask me. Yeah, Virgil got the name, but Virgil got the accolades.
Right.
Xander being a young, unified champion.
I'm about to say Xander, young, unified champion. So kind of like even out. So, and Xander kind of like making a name for himself. And yeah, I feel like it's evening out. You know, evened out. You know, and I think it's gonna be what the fans want to see because everybody asking for it anyway. So,
Bernard Hopkins, Trinidad, Floyd, Cotto, Jerron and Xander.
Yep.
Is this on par with those, or down the line could be looked at as one of those?
It could be on those lines, but like I said, this fight going to end however I want it to end, straight like that. So I get what you're saying with the lead up and the build up and all that, but it's going to end however I want it to end.
I'm just saying those were probably
Who said this shit going to end however I want it to?
The two biggest black versus Puerto Rican fights.
Yeah. For sure.
You're going to have his work cut out, though.
I say he's making a big name for himself, you know, in Puerto Rico, and I feel like he the next. Well, he's the next best thing since what? Cotto, I guess. Is it Cotto? Maybe Puerto Rican star, or am I tripping? Yeah, champion. Yeah. Champion wise, yeah. Yeah. So yeah, he got it. Like I said, he got a nice name for himself, and yeah.
Is this your biggest is this your biggest test to date?
I can't say. Not sure.
Gotta get in
Boots beating the fight out of dudes.
Every time people be like, "Yo, this is his biggest test." Every time they say this is my biggest test, what I do, man, not the excuse, but well, he ain't fight this person, or he ain't do this, or he did. Bro. Nobody really did what I be doing. Like nobody do what I be doing, man. Like straight like that. Stay on this.
I ain't gonna lie, man. It ain't nobody. It's no other Boots in this in boxing to me. He definitely a one-on-one. Like the way he get it done, and especially when he having his way in there, don't nobody get it done the way he do. So what he's saying, I agree with. I feel that same exact way. They don't do it the way he do it. Like he beating guys consistently worse than they ever been beating a career. Now I'm telling you, man, I wonder what Stan Jonas gonna look like coming back. He could look like some, or he could be a changed fighter permanently. But we gonna find out. Because I found out about Roman Villa. He beat the hell out of him, and that dude do not look the same.
Undefeated champion. 6-0. Me quit.
Did you expect to get it for that one? Did you expect it like, yo, they can't say anything after this? You said I didn't win a title. You said I didn't fight a champion.
And I fought the undefeated I told them we already had a set in stone after the Karen fight for me to fight Stan anyway. So it was already set in stone. But I told him, I'm like, yo, that's what I want. I'm like, he was kind of
Right,
like quote unquote the boogeyman at 147. For real. Nobody wanted to fight him. I asked for him and I fought him, and y'all saw what happened. I asked for the Xander fight. Y'all about to see what's gonna happen. I'm tired of playing games, man. This really like this boxing game.
Talking
really
that talk.
I'm about to show the world, and they gonna see. Like I said, I don't really be trying to do too much talking, but they gonna see.
What kind of Gervonta can we expect against Xander Zayas?
You're gonna see whatever I want. You're gonna see whatever, any and everything. The boxing, walking down, the sharp IQ, defense, speed. Like I said, it's gonna end however I want it to end. I'm having my way with these guys, straight like that.
Boots talking this talk. I love it. Yeah. Xander in the past fight. I wasn't impressed for real. Look, let me tell you this. Let's talk about it because it's something I noticed with Xander. He's very good, very talented, you know. He polished fighter, man. Well schooled, good pedigree. Fought some solid competition and all that, but what I noticed, right, he's not the biggest puncher as is, right? I ain't saying he can't punch or nothing, but he ain't no biggest, no crazy KO guy, nothing like that. But you know, he lacks the creativity. I think sometimes he runs out of answers, and he tend to kind of do the same thing. And I've heard the biggest supporters of him had the same criticism. So maybe that's time I say we could see that Boots rely on the athleticism, maybe sometimes too much, right? So they both got some tendencies and habits that I think each other could take advantage of, but let's see who makes the more mistakes. Xander conditioning better be right. That's who we is. And his boot, right? AL will, and his boots at 54, bro. I think he's strong as hell up there. I just think we only got a small little sample size with Lima. I think you're gonna see a lot more. Flyer was good, my guy. I think you're gonna see a lot more moving forward, man, because Xander ain't gonna just fall over. I don't think the first time he get hit. So this is gonna make this fight a good one. I mean, we gonna find out. Shout out to YSM, man. Boo said he gonna win this joint however we want, however he want, man. But we got to talk about this for a quick second, man. Well, let me pull this up from Tim. Tim Bradley did a video earlier about Boots, and he talked about the holes in his game that a lot of people talk about, and he said he gotta fix them. Yeah. Rick Timms, what it do, man? What's good with it? Let me see, man. TB, Tim Bradley been on a roll lately, man. He said Boots better fix all them damn holes in his game. You're gonna see. The question is, well, who can take advantage of the holes in each other's game successfully?
Yeah, I woke up and I'm thinking about this damn boxing. Ooh, yeah, I just seen that damn Xander Zayas interview. Oh, man, listen to me. Xander Zayas, he always 100% correct with his assessment. Oh, he be on point. He be telling me in the fighter meetings when I used to call his fights. He tell me exactly what he gonna do, and he go in there and he does it. You know, I seen that damn interview he just did, and he talk about all the mistakes and weaknesses and flaws and shit that Boots be making. Yeah, he see the same shit I see. He see the same shit I see. Yeah. That's, hey, Boots, you gonna be in trouble, B. Oh, you gonna be in, I'm telling you right now. Xander Zayas got a cold-ass team. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Javier. Remember, Javier was the first one to beat damn Teofimo Lopez. Yeah. with Cambosis. Think about that. He beat Teofimo Lopez with Cambosis. Yeah, Javier, trainer. Oh, hey, that man got an eye. He got some great damn eyes. Shit. Xander Zayas got one of the best teams. One of the best teams in boxing. Yep. And they come ready. So if he already talking about them weaknesses, he make a whole lot of mistakes, and he just cheesing like, ooh, yeah, everybody's high on Boots. Oh, they got a lot of clout around you, Boots. Oh, you got hype all around you. Man, you got all this hype around you. Yeah, shit, got me even hyped up. Cause I see how special you can be, but you need to tighten. I'm telling you, if you don't tighten your shit up, player, oh, you gonna be looking on the other side. You gonna look like a fool too, and then everybody gonna be like, oh, that's why that fool didn't fight nobody. That's why he wouldn't step up his game and fight this person or fight that person. He was very selective. Oh, they gonna be talking about you. You don't get this done, Boots. I'm telling you. But I'm just saying, look, Xander Zayas and his team, they not playing. They see the same shit I see. You better tighten your shit up, Boots. Back to the basics. Shit, you better hire a basic man if you don't know. All that fancy shit, that shit don't impress me. All that fancy shit, that you be doing a whole lot of shit wrong, Boots. Crossing your legs and shit. I seen some pad work today you was doing, and you step to your right with your left foot first. That's wrong. That's wrong. I don't care if you're trying to use an angle. It's called back foot step shuffle. Boo. You step with the back foot and you go towards the shoulder, the backside. If you want to change positions, yes, you bring that foot forward and then you slide around, not cross. Your left foot cross and then pivot around and think you're on another angle. You'll get killed like that. You don't cross your feet in front of your opponents. I'm watching everything. That shit look fancy, but that shit is wrong as hell. Y'all do a lot of wrong shit that look fancy. Ooh, that's fancy. Ooh, that's sweet. Oh, that's sweet. Do that shit in there with Xander Zayas. Yeah, Xander Zayas, he beat your ass. He gonna beat your ass technically. He gonna beat your ass technically. That's what he gonna do. He ain't gonna.
See what I said? He might be technically more disciplined, if you will. There's a case there than Boots, and those are the areas where he'll focus on trying to beat a guy like that. See, with Xander, I already feel like I know what his game plan is going to be to take advantage. Obviously, the flaws, but that's anybody's game plan, but it's from a technical and fundamental standpoint. And I think him trying to stay disciplined in those areas feel like can guide him to a win. Right, saying Boots get hit with this and that. So let's see if he's as good as what he's saying he is. Let's see if he's going to be as prepared as what he's saying he is. But I know what Tim talking about when he speak about that from a technical standpoint. I said the same thing, and this is the first time I listened to this.
Fight your ass. Nope, he ain't gonna give you that. I'm telling you, Boots. I'm telling you and your people.
I think it's the one after this.
He gonna beat Boots like this.
I think I got it already.
He gonna beat Boots like this. I'm telling you. Now, hey, I'm still going Boots. Shit, I'm not flippity flop. I still think Boots can get it.
Look,
but I'm just
y'all. That's what I love about boxing, bro. He say all of that about Boots, just being honest, but he's still picking him. What that let you know about Boots? He just said something about hype, but he said all that, but he's still picking him.
No,
love it, man.
It's not gonna be fucking easy. Xander Zayas, I seen that damn interview, man, and he like sitting there like, ooh, I can't wait to show the world. Oh, I'm about to smash on this dude. TR, they believe that the young man, what the young man sees.
Nah, I think you misunderstand.
They believe.
I don't know what when you got in the chat. Shout out to Blue. You will never hear me say Boots can't be technical or fundamental. I think that's silly to say. But what I did say earlier is that those might be the areas where Xander might be more disciplined or polished at being technically and fundamentally sound. My reason I feel that way is because he's not the kind of athlete that Boots is. So Boots can get away with some of those fundamental and technical errors because of the freakish athleticism, whereas Xander's very athletic, but not as athletic and twitchy as Boots, I would think, right? From the eye test. So he has a tendency to rely on the basics, the fundamentals, staying technical, being more disciplined with those things, where Boots is more of like an and one mixtape player. That's why I call him and one mixtape Boots. You know what I'm saying? So not that he can be technically and fundamentally sound. That's not what Tim is saying. But I think if I'm hearing him correctly, those are the areas where Xander could potentially be stronger than Boots in, right? Or more polished, more disciplined in those areas, right? Simply because we know what Boots is capable of doing. He knows what he's capable of doing. He has the tendency to do things the wrong way. It's kind of like that Roy Jones effect, right? You're so damn athletic that you do things the wrong way, but you can get away with them because of that. So I like the assessment. That's how I assess what he's saying. You know what I mean? Not that Boots ain't technical at all, but I think that's the only area really where I can say, the two areas where I can say Xander could potentially be better all around. Maybe footwork, depending on who you're asking, because Xander got really good feet to me, good in and out movement, good legs. So he got some areas where he's strong that makes him tough to deal with against a guy that Boots that makes the mistakes that Boots do. So the question would be, can he take advantage of the mistakes that Boots make? Other than, unlike anybody else, right? Can he do that? Son of God was good, homie. Can he do it? Or can Boots, nullify him being more technically sound and fundamentally locked in or disciplined, right? Is it going to matter when it's all said and done?
What he sees. Oh, they do. Shit. But anyways, I'm Tim Desert Storm Bradley. You already know the rest. Hey, and Boots, you better get your ass in that lab. I seen the little clip. Fix all them hoes, man. Fix all them hoes. Shit, you need a basics coach, man. Fundamental coach. You need to fix them fucking hoes, bro.
See?
I promise you.
See?
Or Xander Zayas, he gonna get in your ass. Anyway, Tim Desert Storm Bradley, you already know the rest. You know where the hell to find me. Tell everybody about TB. I'm out.
I like Tim Bradley, bro. I love the content creator Tim Bradley, but that's it. Now, again, it's just a conversation. Everybody's entitled to see it differently, break it down differently. But I could understand where Tim is coming from, because that was my same sentiment. And again, that was the first time I ever heard this video about him talking about Boots and all the holes in his game. This is the one where he was speaking about. I think this is the one L. Will asked about when he was talking about Xander Zayas. His contract might be up.
Man, this is the channel where I'm just gonna tell my truth.
Look, I'll say this. I don't know exactly where Boots is ranked at in it plus minus. I could go look it up. But he don't get hit as much as people making it seem. How do you know that? Because he barely lose rounds. Up into the Karen fight, you couldn't even find a handful of rounds that Boots lost in the ring. So how is a guy getting hit too much but never losing the rounds? I think people, what it is at a certain level, the guys that been hitting them, you fight a higher level guy, you got to think they'll be able to land those shots. But the question is he going to make the same mistakes that he's always made when he gets to the higher level? Some will say, yeah, because it's embedded in him already. It's muscle memory. He's going to always make the same mistakes. His flaws are his flaws, right? But will it be to his detriment? So I don't think he gets hit too much. I just think when you're aggressive the way he is, you fight the way he do, you're going to get hit in the process. And it's just part of it. But I do think some of it is the mistakes he make that causes him to get hit as well, right? The aggressive style he makes with some of the flaws, fundamental, technically, from a technical standpoint, right? You know it. We've heard the same stuff about Boots for the longest, but ain't nobody been able to really do nothing about it. Not even Karen. The most Karen did was not get knocked out and embarrassed like the rest of these dudes. He didn't get the mixtape put on him, right? He survived the mixtape tour, right? But he said he gave Boots a lot of credit for his skills and his talent, and he lost back-to-back fights to Boots. So, I think that was just a learning experience. But this fight gonna be different, man. It's gonna be a good opportunity to see if Xander is the goods over there in Top Rank. Because Tim said, maybe his contract up. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes when your contract about to be up and you ain't about to resign, then they'll throw you to the fire, or they'll throw you to the wolves and put you in a dangerous fight, or cash in or cash out on you. It happens. So I know by the title, I seen the title, but I don't know what Tim was exactly getting at right here. But let's hear it. I think this was what you asked about, Will. I think this.
I don't give a fuck. I don't give a damn who got pissed off. Fuck them. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody give me no check or nothing. So I'm just gonna say what the hell I'm gonna say. Damn it.
There you go.
I wonder if his contract is up. That's what I wonder. I wonder if his goddamn contract is up. Is it up? Because I don't know how this 60-40. This 60-40. Yep, that's what it is. 60
Yeah, I had this
damn
joint in the
40
cut. I was gonna
in
play it
favor
anyway
of Boots Ennis
because
because there's too much similarity. But Boots can do it better. Too much similarity. Boots can do it better. That's it. You know, ain't no knock on Xander Zayas. Talented fighter.
Right.
Talented.
Boots
Turned pro
good.
at like 17, 16, some shit like that. Junior in high school. I get it. This shit right here, this fight right here, it's gonna be a little bit of it's gonna be a lot of skill. However, I'm gonna tell you what it's gonna boil down to. It's gonna boil down to who got the more fight in their ass. Who got more dog in them. That's what this fight gonna be right here. Oh, yeah. Positioning and all that shit might be, I get it. Yeah, that's gonna be a play. But I'm telling you right now, it's gonna boil down to who got that dog in them. And it's gonna come down to the end. It's gonna come down to the end. Yeah, conditioning, stamina, how bad you want it. That's what it's gonna boil down to. And if I had to pick somebody, I mean, that Puerto Rican blood ain't no joke. I'm not gonna lie. They love to fight. They do. But that Philly, and the difference I see with Xander Zayas and Boots, it's like piss him off. Boots get pissed the hell off when you hit him. Xander Zayas, he'll be like, okay, you got me. All right. He'll bring some hot shit too. But he more smart about Boots get pissed off. And he get that get back, period. He don't give a damn. He get that, and he come back even stronger. Boots, I'm starting to recognize Boots started he'll give you the green light to go ahead and touch him. Like, all right, go ahead. You know, whether it's a flaw, whether it's a mistake, he like, okay, cool. Oh, okay, all right. Now, I took your shit. Now take my heat. You know, because I was watching him against Stanionis, and Stanionis got off. He got off a little bit. I was like, oh, shit, okay, look at Stanionis getting off a little bit. Especially with that jab, but shit. When Boots turned that shit up, ooh, man. Vicious with them combinations. No damn joke, man. For real. And both these guys, they not real good inside fighters. It's funny because both of them are similar. I told you guys they similar in a way because
the Boots don't let you just get off on him without doing shit about it. He gonna do something about it for sure.
Both of them like to be first. Boots like to be first off his jab. It's gonna be a jab fucking battle, back and forth. Jab battle. Who got a better jab? I'm telling you, jab battle. I feel like both of them got good, decent feet. They do. You know, Boots move more laterally. You know, north. Not north to south. He can move north to south, but he move more, you know, east and west. East and west. You got Xander Zayas. He kind of moves. You know, he can move east and west and stuff. He moves back. That's his problem. That's your problem, Xander. That's what Boots gonna fuck you up. He gonna fuck you up. I promise you. He gonna fuck you up when you get done throwing. And then if you go back, you got a habit of going straight back, my boy. Ooh, Boots he gonna follow your ass out. Oh, he is. Damn, and you drop them hands too. Oh my God, I see that being a problem. Because Boots is one of the same, just like you.
Yeah.
He'll stay mid-range. He don't mind. He'll catch them shits. Hey, bam. Hey, bam. You know what I'm saying? And look for counters. I know you, Xander, you the same thing. You like to look for counters in between shots too. You like digging downstairs with left hook to the body, right hands, and so on and so forth. Yeah, they similar in the damn way. But Boots, again, he just does the shit better. He's a better athlete. That's it.
Yeah, I agree with that too, man. That's what I was saying. Boots just a better athlete, and I don't think the mistakes that he make is so detrimental that he just gonna be, you know, behind the 8 ball. I just think he got more. He got more in his arsenal. And I've seen it consistently more than Xander, right? Boots don't run out of answers. He just keep figuring it out, finding ways to put hands on you. You know what I'm saying? I've seen Xander look a little shaky in fights. We've seen the Karen fights with Boots too, to be fair. So we see the mistakes he make. And we know Xander is better than a damn Karen, right? And a lot of those other guys that he fought as well. So that's the interesting thing. Both guys will be fighting some of the best competition that they've been in front of as professionals. So that always usually leads to a good fight, or somebody could get exposed. But I don't think this would be a situation where somebody get exposed. But it's going to be the proving grounds for one of these guys to have a coming out party.
He's a better athlete.
Some people think it's shaky, Cornelius. What my guy at McQueen at, man? What a professor at, man.
So, shit, I don't know.
Shout
he might be stronger, too. He might be stronger.
Son of God, man. He said top-notch boxing content, 4 stars, baby. Shout out to my dog, man. Much love, much appreciated.
And we ain't never got to box again. Well. I already been getting these bets, but now it's time for you to get your just due.
Show up in the page and talk. Yeah, man. I like this talk too, man. I seen this one when he had dropped it. I was like, I'm definitely gonna play it. Everybody in here hit the like button, man. Sub to the channel, support the bill, man.
Yeah, man. But we gonna see who we gonna see the best Boots. We are going to see how special Boots is in this fight.
I said that.
I'm telling y'all, Boots is coming. He cooking. I'm telling you. Hey, it's gonna be competitive. Xander gonna fight his ass off. He gonna
absolutely
fight hard.
He is.
He gonna fight hard as hell, and he gonna give him some pushback. That's for damn sure. But Boots, I'm telling you, he gonna level. He finna level up. Yeah. Shit. I wonder if that. I'm telling you, I don't get it. I don't get it. Usually TR is real like picky with this shit, man. I don't know. Basically what I'm saying to y'all is that this ain't normal. When you got a superstar that could be a potential super duper star, like this dude, the Puerto Rican, descent, the next this, the next that, you gotta be selective. This shit right here is not being selective. Like, nobody couldn't talk your ass out of this, Xander Zayas. This the road you want to go on? Okay. All right.
I'm telling him stupid.
Hey, I respect it. I respect it because this is the way boxing should be. You want to test yourself against the very best. And he's willing to do it, man. He's willing to do it. So, look. My money on Boots. That's my prediction. My money is on Boots. Boots about to show the hell up, man, and he about to show that. I'm telling y'all, this match right here is gonna show what everybody been talking about with Boots, man. Everybody, including myself, or how talented this dude is. He gonna level the fuck up on this one. I'm telling y'all. Because if he don't, Xander Zayas gonna whoop his ass. If he don't level the hell up, Xander Zayas gonna beat him. He has to level up. Anyways, Tim Desert Storm Bradley, you already know the damn rest, and I'm out.
Man, shout out to Tim Desert Storm Bradley. You already know the rest, and I'm out. I like it, man. Trained me in boxing for 1 year. Shout out to the real Mega Hat, man. So I like Tim, man. I like Tim Bradley. I think he was honest right there. It was a little interesting take, though. He was like saying maybe Xander Zayas' contract is up, and if to my understanding, and one of the reasons he might have been saying that, because sometimes that's when you get thrown to them wolves. You don't want to sign back with them. It put you in a tough fight, put you in a position where you could lose. I don't know if that's the case with Xander. I feel like they all in on him in a way, right? I don't think I think they believe in him, right? He obviously been pushing behind the scenes, as they've been saying. But I don't see him going nowhere else. I see Xander being right where he at. He get along real good over there. It seemed like he had a real successful career. Like, what's the reason for him to leave? Top Rank just went over there with the zone. And then look, instantly they put him in the biggest fight of his career with Boots Ennis. So, nah, man, I don't think Xander going nowhere. But I understood, I think, to a degree where Tim Bradley was coming from and why he asked that question, whether or not, you know, his contract is up. Because, like, damn, like, you literally took, like, all right, again, outside of Virgil, you took the most dangerous fight you could take. Like, you had a dangerous fight at the dangerous fight. So, again, maybe that's why Tim could be thinking that, too, because your next two options was non-champions, but two of the toughest, you know, on paper or to you know, in the imagination of people, it was two of the toughest non-champions in the sport, especially in the division with Boots and Virgil. Non-champions, but definitely very dangerous fights for you. So I just think it's more of what Xander was saying. I've heard it consistently that he was pushing for the fight. When the Virgil fight fell out, he directed his attention to Boots. When the Virgil fight fell out for him, he directed his attention to Xander. I hear he wanted to fight, and I hear Xander was actively pressing for it. The only pushback I'll give just a little bit with Xander, just a bit, and it's not really a big deal, is it like, because people made sure like he was really driving this home, he's really pushing for this fight. And it just hearing that, it makes me ask the question, like, how much did he have to push, and did he have to convince anybody on his team that this is the fight to make? Or was it like, yo, hey, man, that's what I want, bro. I don't want nobody else. Give me Boots, right? So I'm open to the discussion. It could have been either or, but I just hearing that, like how they kept putting emphasis on him really driving it home and him really pushing for it. Like, it makes me wonder, like, was it anybody on his side or his team resistant to this fight? But either way, it doesn't really matter because we getting it. So, nah, they definitely did their job. They doing their job. They doing them the right way. I don't think Xander's being done wrong. I think Boots is generational talent. I think he could be John Wick. I think he could be Urban Mack. Tim Bradley is going very hard. Yeah, I like Tim takes. He could be John Wick. I think we could be looking at one. And the only reason I'm saying could be, I feel like it's kind of how I feel like when I be speaking about other guys that I think could be potential generational talents. In order to solidify yourself as that, stamp yourself as that, he need names like this. He need the Xander Zayas of the world. He need the Virgil Ortiz's of the world, right? He need the ideal of people feeling like he could be the guy to beat Sebastian Fundora, which we about to talk about in a little bit. You get what I'm saying? Z was good with it, homie. So I think we could be looking at a generational talent in Boots. I feel like it's a lot he can do in the ring. He can do damn near everything at a high level. Do he got flaws? I think every fighter does, but my question is the same for any other fighter. Is his flaws going to eventually catch up to him, right? Will they work to his own detriment, or will they just make him more exciting? Because so far, just think about something, y'all. I want to highlight this. I get it. At the highest level, when you fighting the biggest of punches and the best talent, you want to limit the mistakes you make. You want to tighten up on your flaws and all that. But with as many flaws and holes in Boots' game as people keep talking about, the most these guys have been able to do is win a couple of rounds, y'all. Nobody has come remotely close to beating Boots. Nobody, not Karen neither. Nobody has come remotely close. His fights don't be close. Can you say Karen was competitive? He competed. He pushed them in some areas. He made the fight difficult. He had to figure some shit out. Absolutely, because that's what happened when you still looking for the best talent that you've ever fought. So he was something different, I think, than what Boots got in front of, and we seen that. But we also seen him get put in there with a more recognizable name, and he beat the hell out of this man. So I think some of the questions surrounding Boots is fair, but I think names like this, the Ortiz's too, like the Fundoras, fights like that, solidify him as that generational talent if he beats these guys. You know what I'm saying? If he beats them. Xander get hit. Yeah, he get hit. Yeah, he get hit too. That's what Tim was saying. He drop his hands. And I don't like how he respond when he get hit. I don't like how he respond when he get hit. I have to think about it, tell you right off the bat, top 5 prospects. I know Keith Cologne, one of them for me. Y'all know that's my guy right off the bat. I just like how they moving him. They keeping him active, busy. He keep fighting. You know what I mean? His last opponent was a guy Shakur fought early in his career. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's one of them for sure. I know that's my little Jersey bias. That's the only bias I ever admit to. But Nah, that ain't even buy. I just rock with my people. But keep the goods, man, for sure. We gonna find out, man. We're gonna find out. I'm gonna get back to you, Tay. I'm gonna get a list for your top 5 prospects. I'm gonna give you a real list rather than just rattling off anything. Let's keep rolling, man. So Boots gotta prove it. But we gotta talk about this, man. We got to talk about this, man. Terence Crawford, man. We got to box him with 2-4. We got to talk about Terence Bud Crawford, man. The hate for this man has reached epic proportions, man. It's some of the most disgusting shit to see. There go the professor. I just asked about him, and he popped up. Hey, man. Y'all really mad at this man because somebody on social media asked him a question about if he thinks anybody beats Fundora, and he gave his honest answer, and all of a sudden people just start trashing the man online. Somebody said, Fundora Boots, who you got? He said, Fundora. You know what I'm saying? He said he got Fundy. You know what I mean? Do you see anybody beating Fundora at 54? He said, right now, no. So then he got all this like unnecessary hate because of it, though. You know what I'm saying? It was wild to me. It's just wild how people started talking about this dude, man. All right, look at this shit here. I don't care who this is. I don't care. Yeah, I'm on that F Terence Crawford, anybody that love him. Like, dudes spend exceptional amounts of their time out of their day being negative and hating on some of the best talent in the world. I'm here to say this. And y'all know I'm just due, so I always got to come in. When I see this type of shit going on, all over his opinion, it's F him and anybody that love him. Like, that is by far that's like ignorance on a whole nother level, bro. That's ignorance on a whole nother level, man. A whole nother level. Like, I hate boxing Twitter, bro. I really do. I really hate boxing Twitter. F Bud, bro. I'm sorry. I don't like him and he don't like Boots. It is what it is. Because he don't like or feel the same way about Boots that other people feel, you got to hate the man for it. Look at the comment at the bottom. This BAN, a black fighter hater. He hates on all the black boxers except Shakur Stevenson. It's sad. BAN, hate Tank Boots Spence. He just an F ninja. This is how people talk about the best talent in the world. Talk about speaking of generational talent, bro, that just asked me. Terence Crawford is really that, but this is how people talk about him for his opinion. Mind you, he gave his opinion. He told all of you idiots that y'all were going to make every excuse that y'all made when he beat Errol Spence and then some. He was 1,000,000% right. He's everything he said, y'all would say, y'all said it. So why would he give himself credit for a fight that y'all never was going to give him credit for? Is he supposed to praise Errol Spence in a way that, you get what I'm saying, he don't believe is true? He don't think Spence is a bad fighter. He think he's a great fighter. He just always felt like he was better. That's all. It's a lot of people that's question Spence's biggest wins and who the biggest wins on the resume and vice versa. It's a lot of people with those questions. But at the end of the day, man, I think Spence stamped and solidified himself, period. Fought everybody he was supposed to fight. He wasn't about ducking and dodging. When it was time to fight the most dangerous fighter to date, he did that. Even when it probably wasn't his best interest to do so. So a Bud tell you he feel like he better than somebody, or he think Fundora beats Boots, so be it. Now, I'm rolling with Boots because I just believe in him as a talent, but I just be wanting y'all to see the hate that exists for this man. Yo, like the way they talk about this dude. And then this post really took it over the top. This one took it over the top. Retired and irrelevant. Like, this is crazy, bro. Chart, T-Bud procedure, personality transplant, status unsuccessful. Bro, they probably think Fundora too much for everyone at 54. He could be. Said Bud is pretty humble. I think Bud is when he need to be. I think Bud is who he needs to be when he needs to be that. I think in times where he needs to be humble, I think he can be that. When he needs to be confident, he gonna be that. When he needs to be on demon time, he gonna be that, right? Like, I think Bud is just a jack of all trades, man. Look, He ain't gotta have the best personality in the world. A lot of y'all corny for real. Remember, everybody that's questioning his personality and saying how he don't got one, you know who he is. With the lack of personality, y'all know who Terence Crawford is. It's not the other way around. I can't even retired and irrelevant is stupid because you go make a public post about a guy and he's so irrelevant that you and retired that you continue to make posts about him every day. Every single day I see some type of hate towards Bud or Shakur or Clarissa. It's like nasty, bro. Like, what don't y'all get? And you know what I chalk it up to? All the hate that he still get even when he retired. Y'all don't know what it's like to be successful. Y'all never seen anybody be successful on a level that he's been successful. In your life, I'm talking about personally. So you can't resonate with Bud. That's why you look for small things to try to have a problem with. His personality, who's from Omaha, who lives out there, like stupid stuff, where he from, who's his team, his coach, his trainer. Like, he retired and irrelevant to the point where he's still making it to be the topic of discussion, whether it's live streams, whether it's Twitter posts, Twitter feeds, back and forths. Y'all still talking about this dude. He lived rent-free in y'all head, and he beat your favorite fighter up, and that's why y'all still mad. He don't gotta love Boots the way we do. He don't gotta love Boots the way we do. Y'all try to build Boots' name off of his instead of letting Boots build the way he building right now. Y'all try to convince the world that it was Bud ducking Boots when they moved themselves out of the WBO rankings. You can't make this up. Like, I get it. There's people that feel like Boots would beat Bud, and I ain't arguing with you. But I think this is a generational talent. We just watched it, and you see how people perceive him. So if this is how we treat him, what a generational talent is, a dude that ain't duck no smoke, fought the fights and beat everybody, didn't have close fights. It was either UD or a KO. I got a lot of respect for this dude. The fact that, you got people out there that say F him and everybody that love him, that's what's wrong with boxing right there. The fans are weird. You ask him about Fundora, he give his honest assessment. He say, yo, ain't nobody beating him right now. He don't think nobody beating Fundora. But he don't think so right now. You know what I'm saying? It's like F him. He hates Boots. He don't gotta love Boots the way we like him, bro. You know what I'm saying? He don't gotta like Boots like that. You get what I'm saying? Say no matter how good Boots is, group a problem for 50 at 54. Hell yeah, he is. Damon, what's good? He said, Bud, they beat my idol Nello and got out of the game unscathed. Yeah, they say he retired and irrelevant, man. They mad as hell. Bud is relevant. He Blaze, what it do? They said he couldn't make money without Earl Spence. That was a lie. They said he would be irrelevant without Earl Spence. That was a lie. You get what I'm saying? He couldn't beat Terence. He couldn't beat Canelo Alvarez. That was a lie. Him jumping up 2 weight classes, he was too small to do it. That was a lie. The fact of the matter is, this man been fighting since, I think, 2008. I think he was championing since 2014 all the way till now. That's impressive. I want people to understand something. When Bud got to the top in 2014, he stayed there all the way until he retired. Everybody out there with all these crazy negative posts, you can have your opinion on him, right? But trying to say he irrelevant is ridiculous, bro. He cemented his name in boxing history. This is a 3-division undisputed champion, a 5-division champion. His name is burnt into the history books at this point. It's engraved in him. You can never remove him from that. I don't know why people can't just look at it for what it is. He did it his way, on his terms. He retired off making 2 of the biggest fights of his career. The 2 biggest fights of his career, he made them shits without Bob Arum. And kind of proved that when the big fights didn't happen, it wasn't his fault. Because he went and made the 2 biggest fights in his career without him. Get what I'm saying? And then retired with all his money, his faculties, and at the absolute top. Getting at the top is one thing, they say, but staying there is something else. He did both for years. So imagine turning pro, years later, you're a champion, and then when you retired, you still retired as the same champion that you was when you first became one. Missed me with that shit. Do you have any idea how hard it is to do what Terence Crawford just did. I'm not trying to hear no resume bullshit talk. I don't want to hear that shit. Every fighter damn near got a resume where you could pick and poke holes through. Fact is, he lined it up 42 times in a square circle, and not one of them times did anybody manage to beat him. They said Bud was light in the ass for 47. They was wrong about that too. He knocked everybody out at 47. They said he was too light in the ass. He wasn't going to make it up there. That's why they don't like this dude. That's why. People hate to be wrong in boxing. In a sport where you got to be right, where people go die on a hill, a lie, they'll go out swinging on a lie. The only reason they still mad at this dude because he proved everybody wrong. Everybody wrong, myself included, because I had him up when I picked Spence to beat him. I had him messed up too. You got Ryan Garcia out here clout chasing. Clout chasing his name. I believe Terence Crawford left more of his legacy on the table. Just my opinion. Undisputed don't mean anything if you know you truly didn't challenge yourself. I'm speaking from knowing boxing and speaking from the heart as a fighter, not just some random that could only see the surface level of the game. Surface level is all you talk about, Ryan. You're not a deep guy. You are only a surface level guy. Dumbass. He left legacy on the table. His legacy is him a 5-division champion. In 3 of them divisions, he was undisputed. His legacy is cemented. Ryan Garcia, you just now became a champion for the first time in your career, and they had to alley-oop you a pass off the backboard for you to do it. Shut up. Focus on making sure you in Vada and making sure you either rematch Rolly, that's a big unification, or go fight Devin. Clout chasing Terence Crawford is dead, man. I haven't seen, and this is what I find to be not a coincidence, y'all. Not one fighter that has something negative to say about Terence Crawford has proven to be a better fighter, more accomplished, made more money, or any of that shit. Not one fighter today that comes out negatively and speaks on Terence Crawford is somebody that's doing better than him. You think that's a coincidence or is that math? They hating, bro. They found one of the most absolute accomplished guys in the sport, a dude that always challenged himself, and they found a way to try to knock him down a peg or two. Get what I'm saying? Roy Jones, another true goat. Absolutely. And notice, Irvin, to your point, Roy, he come out and show nothing but love. Notice, Hall of Famer Roy Jones don't got nothing crazy to say. Even Floyd, as egotistical as he is, don't got crazy shit to say about Bud, right? You got Andre Ward, Tim Bradley, like you name them. The Hall of Famers, the best fighters in the world, all respect Bud. The only ones that don't are people that are getting by off popularity more so than hard work. The Ryan Garcias of the world, man. The weird ass boxing Twitter, other boxing fans on Twitter. Not one boxer that's speaking bad on Bud that's more accomplished and proven than him. That's not a coincidence, y'all. That's math. Ryan Garcia, you would never get in there with no Terence Crawford. I don't give a damn what you say. You would never. Oscar De La Hoya might literally release you before letting you get in there with Terence Crawford. What do you think Terence Crawford would do to an undisciplined, unreliable, partially sometimes focused Ryan Garcia? He'll wipe the floor with you. Terence Bud Crawford today at 38 years old, if he fought Ryan Garcia tomorrow, would stop him. You would lose to a 38-year-old Terence Crawford. Talking about he left his legacy on the table, you fool. He 38, man. He not no spring chicken. It's time for the boxing world to acknowledge what Terence Crawford went through. He was over there on Top Rank where they had a bigger star and Manny Pacquiao. You ever wonder why they passed in Cross? It's not no mystery, man. It wasn't trying to sacrifice no Manny Pacquiao to no Terence Crawford. That's my honest opinion off everything I've seen. They never was trying to do that. Never. And they was cool with the fact that Manny was the bigger star, ticket seller, and all that shit. And Terence Crawford didn't get the shape that he should have got. So maybe in a way, he shouldn't have re-signed with Top Rank. But at the end of the day, I think it all worked out in his favor. He got his money. He got his fights. He got his legacy. And all y'all got is a bunch of false narratives that don't stand the test of time. He literally called all of y'all out. Some of y'all still hating and mad about what he did to Earl Spence. Some of y'all still mad because he beat Canelo up from pillar to post. It's not Terence Crawford that's crying. This ain't even that kind of conversation. It's people hating on the man. It's hating on the man. Hating on the man. That's some weird energy, man. You got to be like a kid or something. He beat the hell out of Canelo. He probably had your ass crying too. He beat the hell out that man. He beat the hell out of Canelo. Shout out to Emmanuel. He beat the hell out of Canelo. Crawford ain't got to cry. What he crying for? He 42-0, undefeated. He had a knockout streak at 47, a weight class they said he was too small for, and he dominated it. Beat up Madrimov and then went up there and beat Canelo up too, and then retired with all his belts, faculties, his money, and at the top of the game. And that's the part they don't like. Nah, he beat the hell out of him. Canelo probably won 2 rounds. 2 rounds of that fight. That man got cooked. 10-2, 9-3 at best. He got cooked. He got beat up so convincingly that he even admitted to it. That's the first fight that Canelo lost where he didn't make a mistake, where he didn't make an excuse. And then, well, he didn't make an excuse right after the fight. He waited and made some excuses and tried to say that he was injured and if he don't give him the rematch, it don't count. Canelo full of shit. He got beat up and his handlers is on record for admitting to keeping him away from styles like Terence Crawford. So that kills anything you talking about. Eric Gomez came out and said we purposely kept him away from styles like that. You can't justify or argue that. Let me pull up this little clip from Terence Crawford seemingly responding to Ryan Garcia running his damn mouth. It's crazy. The most accomplished guy and one of the most accomplished guys in all the sport. That's the dude that y'all tend to hate on. Telling you, bro. If boxing was, if what Terence Crawford did was so easy, everybody would be doing it. Everybody would be undisputed in multiple divisions. Everybody would be 4 and 5 division champions. Everybody would be. If what he did was nothing special, everybody would be doing it. We know Terence Crawford is generational talent. We know that. It ain't even up for debate, bro. Let me find this clip with Bud Crawford, man. I'd be mad at this dude winning, bro. I seen somebody say Bud Canelo was a 7.55. I'm like, dog, the Bud hate gotta go. Yeah, left hand Manny, bro. The Bud hate has reached epic levels, bro. They don't even got a leg to stand on no more, fam. They just say anything. They just be hating. They be mad. Think about it. Most of these people that got a problem with him, they don't know him personally, right? They don't know Bud personally. So why are they mad that he's successful at his craft? Imagine that. Somebody just being successful, you mad at him, saying F them and F everybody that love him. Imagine that, though. Because he won every fight that he signed up for. That's how I know people not real boxing fans. I don't think you're a real supporter of the sport if you don't respect, keyword, respect what Crawford has done in boxing. You ain't got to like it and you ain't got to praise him, but if you can at least respect what he done in boxing, I don't think you're a real boxing supporter. I don't think you're a real supporter of the sport because he done it the right way. Constant champion. You know what I'm saying? Fighting the guys he needed to fight, even when y'all said he wasn't going to fight him. They tried to paint for years. He was scared of Earl Spence just for him to get in there and mop the floor with him. No disrespect to Earl, right? You know what I'm saying? Said Canelo was too big. What did he do there? 147 was too much. What did he do there? It's like he been proving y'all wrong his entire career. Y'all said he was chinny. Nobody was able to get to the chin and stop him, beat him up, none of that. Like, it don't work.
Here we are with one of the greatest to ever do it. Welcome to Sydney. Terence Bud Crawford back in Australia. It is so good to see you here, man. How you feeling?
Hey, I feel great.
Another flight. What's the plan for the few days while you're here?
Oh, man, my man Tazzy got a whole itinerary for me. I'm just going with the flow for the time being.
Mate, what did you make of Thurman Fundora? Because was that enough to potentially get you out of retirement or what?
No, I'm retired, man. It was a great fight. You know, congratulations to Fundora for his magnificent victory. Shout out to Keith Thurman, you know, heart of a lion. And, you know, the better man won that day.
Is Fundora beatable? Could you beat him?
He lost before already.
Well, I know, but he sort of made some adjustments and come back as a bit more of a killer. I should phrase it, is Fundora beatable these days?
All fighters is beatable. It just take the right special type of fighter to exploit it.
and that was you obviously against Canelo. How do you look back and reflect on that fight? I think one thing that I did love from seeing was, you know, that infamous photo where Canelo's sort of like looking back over his shoulder like, where the hell did that come from? How do you look back on that?
I just looking back at it and say, you know, it was a great fight. You know? You got two top 5 pound-for-pound fighters going head-to-head and putting it all on the line.
And we'd love to see you just get teased enough out of, like, Ryan Garcia's been doing a bit of back and forth with you. What do you make of that?
Oh, Ryan just being Ryan.
That's a massive fight.
It's okay. You know, like, me and Ryan on 2 different levels. You know, so it's nothing to even, you know, entertain, really.
Fucking talk about
facts, man. People clout chasing this man's name because they know he retired, talking about he left legacy on the table. Terence Crawford could come out of retirement right now and stop Ryan Garcia. I put money on it. He'd stop him. Dude ain't defensively responsible enough to even deal with somebody as versatile as Terence Crawford. You gonna go in there thinking you could rely on your speed and power, then you gonna realize this dude. What you gonna learn for the first time in your life what trumps all that speed? Timing. Then that versatility that's gonna be in front of you. Then you talking about power. You're gonna be in there with a guy that can punch hard with both hands. Guarantee you, he'd come out of retirement right now and stop. Absolutely stop Ryan Garcia. It beat the hell out of him. They on 2 totally different levels. He shouldn't even got the right to have an opinion that negative about Crawford, talking about what his legacy is. Even with all the legacy he left on the table, you will never accomplish the things he accomplished. It's too late. You already are who you are. They had to throw you an alley-oop for you to be world champion. If you would have got it off your own hard work and getting it out the mud, you would still be searching for your world championship, your first world title, man. Get out of here, man. I don't think some of these dudes ain't even qualified to have an opinion.
Levels for just a sec. You have arrived smack bang in the middle of a Tim Tszyu fight week, so I do have to ask you your thoughts on Tim Tszyu's career and if he is going to be back at that elite level.
Well, Tim Tszyu had a great career. He's still going. You know, he's accomplished a lot, you know, for what, you know, his experience entail. His fight this weekend, I don't know too much about the fighter that he's fighting other than, you know, he's undefeated. Will he be back on top and become a champion again? I can't say he won't. I can't say he will. We just got to wait and see.
Do you think you've said you don't think he beats Errol Spence.
Yeah, I think Spence beat him. At this point in both of their career, I think Spence beat him.
Who does Tim beat, though? Who can you see him beat? Can he beat any of the champions? Did he beat?
Notice, if he was a Spence hater, he wouldn't be picking Spence to win that fight. He wouldn't have picked Spence to win the fight. But dude talking about he a Spence hater because y'all want him to praise the guy that he told y'all years in advance that y'all wasn't going to give him credit for beating. I don't like the boxing world. They got selective memory. He told the entire world, when I beat him, they're going to make every excuse in the book. They're going to blame the accident. They're going to say he was washed up. All that shit. They really did that and some. They really did that and some. He told y'all years before it happened. He was almost like a prophet and then beat him up. And then y'all really went and did all the same shit he said, which y'all mad at. Get out of here, man. If he proved you wrong more than once, especially against that in that Errol Spence situation, you should respect Terence Crawford at this point. Shout out to Gavin, man. Gavin Gomes. Shout out to you, fam. Appreciate that love. He says it's a shame Bug get love all over the world, but hate from his own people. If he was from the UK, them dudes was ride or die for him, and that's absolute facts. All the hate coming from his own people. And listen, it's coming from doing the wrong shit. Shout out to Cameron Terrell. What's good, homie? He just did the best with his career. He did the best he could do for himself. And that's why people hate him. Don't tell me you don't like his personality if you don't know him. I don't care about you not liking his personality. We ain't watching boxing simply because everybody got great personalities. You watch Terence Crawford because he'd get in there and beat your ass. You watch Terence Crawford because that's one of the most competitive and successful fighters that we've seen blaze a trail in years. But instead of just calling it what it is, people mad at him for being successful. I want y'all to think about this for a minute. They mad at him for winning, nothing else. How he negotiated with Errol Spence has nothing to do with the public. How he treat the boxers that he fight with and How he chooses to promote himself has nothing to do with us. It doesn't affect us at all. Fact of the matter is, Terence Crawford has never done anything that has affected you besides prove you wrong. And because people got fragile egos in boxing and they always got to be right, every single time they said something about him, they was wrong. They tried to convince you for years he was scared of Errol Spence. You see how that worked out. They tried to convince you that he was too light for 147 and he wasn't going to do good up there. He proved everybody wrong. He went on a knockout streak. They said he couldn't jump the weight classes and fight Canelo because he was too small and old. And he proved them wrong. Every time you turn around, people was picking him to lose to Gamboa. They almost got their wish when he got hurt. He knocked his ass out, proved them wrong there. He been proving these dudes wrong since the very first time he's been a world champion. And it's been since 2014 all the way till now. That's why they mad. I'd be mad too if every time I'm hating on somebody, he proving me wrong left and right. I'm a man about mine. I had Terence Crawford messed up one time, and that was with the Errol Spence fight. I don't regret who I picked and ain't ashamed of who I picked. I rock with EJ any day of the week, win, lose, or draw. But it was easy for me to understand after that ass whooping that this was definitely pound for pound the best fighter in boxing. And if beating Canelo Alvarez at his own weight class when nobody was able to do it at 168 didn't prove that, then you don't know shit about boxing. How the hell y'all feel comfortable as fans or supporters saying you don't like a guy because he's successful? They'll never come out and say it directly, but that's why they don't like Crawford. They'll tell you all the shit that don't matter. Yeah, well, I don't like his personality. And then you will ask him, well, do you know Terence Crawford? Do you know him? No. You ever met him? No. You ever seen him face to face? No. You ever had a conversation, anything with Terence Crawford? No, but you're talking about his personality. So much for that. Notice, y'all. When it's about how he fight, they don't like how he fight. It ain't about how his style is. It's not that he boring. You get what I'm saying? It's none of that. It's the fact that every narrative that y'all drew up over the years to try to tear at his career, none of it worked. Y'all literally propelled him into superstardom. And then he retired at the top, and y'all all pissed off about it. I don't respect none of the hate that Terence Crawford get, because this shit ain't about boxing. If y'all kept it on boxing, then it'd be different. Y'all start talking about his personal life. He cheated on his girl. He ain't married. He had a baby with this one. Y'all start talking about all the shit that don't matter instead of what he showed you that should matter to a boxing fan. When it came to fighting the best, that's what he tried to do. When he got in there with the best fighters he's ever been in there with, he made examples out of all of them. Gamboa was the toughest fight he had to date. He made an example out of him. Errol Spence was supposed to be his toughest fight. He was supposed to be his first loss. He made an example out of him. Canelo Alvarez was supposed to be an impossible win. He made a motherfucking example out of him. That's why they mad at him. Let's keep going, man. Shout out to Bud, man, and the real boxing fans that can separate their personal feelings with what they see as a fighter. Like, hey, man, maybe I don't like the way he promoted himself. I don't like his interviews or whatever, but as far as a fighter, X's and O's, stepping in the square circle, putting it all on the line, being accomplished, chasing legacy, making money, being a world champion and doing it the right way, keeping your name out the papers for all the wrong reasons. The man got property. He invested his money. Like, he continues to be an example of what you should be in boxing. I don't give a damn what nobody's saying. It ain't no in between. Am I saying he perfect? Nah, but I'm saying, how do your personal feelings about somebody that you never met matter more than what he's proven to you 42 times in the ring? That's what I'm saying. Shout out to Creole the Traveler, my dog. What's good with it, bro? Check the box rec. That's what they mad at. Made so much bad on the Spence fight. Still spending since 23. Shout out to David, man. Get that money, man. But I just had to do that, man. We're going to always give Crawford his just due. Because, again, y'all, like I said, he did this shit the right way. And he did it on his own terms. I'm not saying everything he did is perfect. And but he's a model fighter, bro. He's a model fighter. It's no better way you could have carved out a career, bro. And while I feel comfortable standing on everything that I've spoken on him, I believe it all. But like I said before, you got a Hall of Famer, Andre Ward, one of the best in the world. He would agree with pretty much everything I said. You got the Roy Jones, a Hall of Famer, looked at as one of the best in the world. He would agree. You got Dimitri Bivol, looked at as one of the best in the world. He would agree. You got who else? Alexander Usyk telling you Terence Crawford is the guy. He would agree with everything I'm saying. So it's funny how the best talent that has shared the ring would all agree that Terence Crawford is the man. But some lazy, out of shape, loudmouth, soft-ass boxing fan would try to have an opinion that don't really matter. Man, he ain't this. He ain't that. Man, that's a lame-ass conversation for miserable people, bro. In sports, he did it the right way, bro. Kept his name out the papers for the wrong shit. Like, you see the athleticism, like, it's bleeding over into his kids, bro. You seen his daughter lose her sneaker in a track meet, went back, picked it up, and still won the race. Like, this is the guy that's responsible for those kids. Man, his son wrestling, whooping ass right now. Like, I don't see, like, he taking care of the kids, standing on business, being a man before anything. That's the thing. Terence Crawford ain't never got on his knees for nobody, and they hate that. You can't find him being a sucker for nobody. That's why y'all thought y'all had one when he was holding hands with Turkey. Y'all thought y'all had something. Man, all that money he made, hey, man, he made good business over there with Turkey and retired on his own terms, and they still trying to put him in hypothetical matchups. So much for being a bum. He's so much of a bum. He's so underachieved that they want him to come back right now and fight Fundora, that they want him to come back right now and fight Boots. Get out of here, man. If he was really a hater of Errol Spence, he would have never picked him to win an upcoming fight. And this is with Errol Spence off the Terence Crawford ass whooping in 3 years, pretty much of inactivity. And he's still picking Spence. So much for being a Spence hater. Dumbass, weird-ass fans, man. Get his man his credit that he earned. If you don't respect him outside the ring, you damn sure better respect what he did inside it, because he'd beat you up and all the people you know. This dude will wrestle the wrestlers, box the boxers, fight the fighters, and beat all of them. Nah, bro. Jack of all trades. Shout out to Terence Bud Crawford.
So it's nothing either.
O-Town, shout out to
entertain, really.
If I can talk about levels for just a sec, you have arrived smack bang in the middle of a Tim Tszyu fight week, so I do have to ask you your thoughts on Tim Tszyu's career and if he is going to be back at that elite level.
Well, Tim Tszyu had a great career. He's still going. He's accomplished a lot, for what, his experience entail. His fight this weekend, I don't know too much about the fighter that he's fighting other than, he's undefeated. Will he be back on top and become a champion again?
Real quick, my bad, pardon me. I don't even know if I did this. I was talking so much. I was in my, I was just in the zone just a second ago. Shout out to my guy. Appreciate the love. Said salute Crawford. He jammed up my man. Just my opinion. Who he jam up? Who Crawford jam up? Talk to me. Who he jam up?
I can't say he won't. I can't say he will. We just gotta wait and see.
Do you think you've said you don't think he beats Errol Spence.
Yeah, I think Spence beat him. At this point in both of their career, I think Spence beat him.
Who does?
And this is a more active Tim Tszyu too. Way more active Tim Tszyu, and he's still picking Earl to win. So much for being a hater.
Who can you see him beat? Can he beat any of the champions? Does he beat Zayas? Does he beat Josh Kelly? Does he beat Boots? Should he win?
I don't know. Like I said, I'm not the judge. I'm not the one to say, what he can and what he can't do. Me and my boy Tazzy had a little wager.
Think about it. They claim they chased that fight for years, and they cornered Terence Crawford, and they forced him to fight. He only did what he was supposed to do. Think about it. You got people mad at Terence Crawford and don't like him, but the guy that he beat in Errol Spence told all of us, he told the world Terence Crawford was a good dude. He told the world that. And then when they seen each other, they dapped up and they, exchanged pleasantries. It's mutual respect there. Why would I hate a fighter when the guy that got that shit beat out of him by him don't hate him? What I look like hating him? He ain't did nothing to me. All the man did was win, and he won. Like, he wiped the floor with EJ impressively, bro. Going in there as the underdog. Like, I don't see, again, man, all that personality shit people be talking about, I think that should just be the low-hanging fruit. We got to find a reason to not like this dude. Giving back to his community, paying it forward in boxing, helping other fighters in their careers, like you name it, that's what he on. He represent boxing through and through, and this is the guy that they don't like. But we all know who some of y'all favorite fighters is, and I know why y'all really don't like him. Because he beat up one of your favorite fighters, and he don't like the other.
If him and Spence fought each other, who will win, not have to back Spence because that's what I believe in. But, you know, I'm not the one fighting, so at the end of the day, I'm not the one that controls who win or lose.
What could you tell Tim, or what could you tell him
all
about
y'all
it?
hating ass dudes, all y'all haters. Now he just picked Spence again. They ain't picking Spence, man. Damn, man. Y'all really think he didn't like that dude? One thing with Terence Crawford, for my money, what I watched, I never seen him make nothing personal. It was always about the ass whooping. It was always about the ass whooping. And you know why I respect him? Because everything he said, he did pretty much everything. The man was a prophet. He told all y'all the excuses y'all was going to pull out the woodworks when he won. And y'all went as far as to say Errol was on painkillers, edibles. He smoked weed. He was high, broken rib, car accidents, damaged goods, alcohol. Like, y'all made up everything. And he was right. I really rock with this dude. Because he was right about y'all. Y'all don't like that. Proved, the Terence Crawford beating Errol Spence proved how many people don't really like boxing. And they like boxers more than the entire sport. Yeah, I was feeling like shit while he was whooping Errol ass. But me as a fight fan, I'm looking at that other dude and I'm like, man, I salute you, man. You whooped his ass and you did it the right way. Stopped him. A guy that never been stopped, never lost, never been knocked down, and none of that at that point. Polished them all, made them look like they ain't even on the same level. Then got in there with Canelo and made it look like Canelo moved up to his weight, not the other way around. Tell me again why this ain't a generational talent? Yeah, fucking right, man. Yeah, right. Saying Bud Crawford is not a generational talent is like saying, yo, I hate him and I don't really understand boxing that much. If he's not a generational talent, we should be able to name a handful of guys right off the bat, guys, women, whoever, that accomplished the same shit he did. When you really see what kind of percentage, the small percentage of fighters that he fit into accomplishing the shit that he did and doing it the way he did it, then you will understand that a generational talent is what you just witnessed, even if you don't like it. Shout out to my brother, Mike Magic, saying, boy, you are cooking right now. That's my dog. Appreciate the love always in the Cash App supporting the grind. To separate like personal feelings and stuff. You gotta separate that stuff from what's actually happening. Yeah, you like, damn, you gutted for Errol Spence. Like, damn, I hate to see him lose. But you like on the other end as a fight fan, you like, bro, that's boxing. That's what great boxing is. You gotta be able to appreciate it and respect seeing him do it. Man, it's just different, man. Yeah, they don't know what the words mean. Just they don't know. Rome, shout out to my dog, man. Appreciate the love, Mike. Much love. Let's keep building. Let's play the rest of this, man.
Fight if he was a future opponent.
I can't tell him nothing. I just tell him good luck, train hard, and go in there and fight.
Because it's been interesting. I think it was the Carlos Ocampo fight where after he knocked him out quicker than Spence, you tweeted, I believe, he's dangerous or something like that. If I mean, I remember it. You might not, but like there was almost a time where your paths were going to cross.
Well, I was supposed to fight Tim, back when
what are we in, 26, 23?
Yeah, around here, but been the promotional companies and things like that, they altered and they didn't want to take the fight, so.
Nah, I believe you, Cameron. I don't think you hate him. I don't think you one of those guys. And another thing too that I forgot to mention, they tried to blackball Crawford, and they was hopeful that he couldn't get some of these big fights, so he couldn't really stamp his name. That's what that was. They knew what it was. They knew what was going to happen when he made these fights. They knew.
So he decided to fight Fundora.
Yeah.
He felt that was a better matchup and a better fight for him. So, he chose to fight Fundora and he lost. So, we went elsewhere.
So would you say taking the Errol Spence fight, it wouldn't be the best decision for his future? Because that would arguably mean...
I think that's a good fight for both of them in right now in their careers. I think that's a great fight for both of them because it's winnable for both of them.
Yeah. obviously just finally Boots and Xander Zayas, because these are all names that I says people, I know you're saying retired, but the fans of the sport want to see you back. There was plenty. You got so much more in your tank. We believe, and there's so many amazing fights out there. I mean, sure, like you and Boots would be pretty good too.
Listen, I'm happily retired.
Yeah.
Those was fights that could have happened when I was active, and I wish all those fighters good luck and much success. And I'm gonna enjoy watching them, in the near future.
And just finally, obviously you were it wasn't Zuffa when you fought, but it was TKO, and you've seen the rollout of Zuffa boxing. What do you made of that with all the stripping of Joe Apatow?
I think that was wrong that they stripped him, because they agreed with it at first. But, boxing is corrupt, and we all know it. And we just got to wait and see how this Zuffa play out. And, I'm hoping that it plays out for the best of the fighters. And I'm hoping that boxing get its act together and start, doing what it's supposed to do.
Terence Bud Crawford, pleasure to have you on the Punch Podcast, my friend, and enjoy.
Man, shout out to Bud, man. At the end of the day, he done it his way. He did it the right way. He handled business the way he was supposed to handle business. Every single time he got in the ring, it wasn't even a close call. It was a dominant win, UD, or a stoppage, and people try to reduce his career to, he ain't fight nobody. He only fought Errol Spence. He only in Canelo. Washed up Canelo and a drunk Errol Spence. Like, we ain't trying to hear that. We know what quality fighters are, even if most of these people talking don't, or most of these people that be speaking on the topics don't, man. That dude did it the right way, man. Successful as hell. And I don't think it's a Hall of Famer out there that wouldn't respect everything that he's done in this sport, because they know how hard it is, not only to get to the top, through all the politics. The man was all that politics shit, and he still made it to be undisputed in 3 divisions. Bro, you not telling me he beat the system? That's why I rock with Crawford. I think he beat the system and flipped him the bird on the way out when they tried to extort him for extra money with the sanctioning fees, bro. Gotta rock with that, man. I definitely rock with it, man. I definitely rock with the way Terence Crawford got it done, man. I really do. I really do. So, far as Ryan go, all that legacy that Bud left on the table, that's just a weak ass talking point for people to try to see. It's kind of like you heard the same shit with Andre Ward, right? Andre Ward retired at the top of his game with all his faculties, with his money, went out making a big fight, and they said the same thing. He left all the legacy on the table. He left this, more legacy, more money. It's so much more money. They only want you to come back so you could fight long enough to lose so they could say, I told you so. Terence Crawford could come back right now. He could break Floyd's record of 50-0. He can go 60-0. No lie. Terence Crawford could come back right now and break Floyd's record, be 60-0, and then lose his 61st fight. And they'll say, see, I told you he wasn't that good. They'll treat it like everything he did wasn't nothing. I'm telling you. So when you start hearing all that, you left legacy on the table, those are cold. That's cold. That's a fresh code word for saying come back and fight long enough so you could lose. Just keep fighting till you old. But unlike you, Ryan, he retired when he wanted to, at the top of his game. Let's see if you make it to be 38 years old at the top of your game. Let's see with them alley-ooping you a world title, basically hand-delivering you a world title. Let's see how long you keep it. Let's see how long you keep it, man. yeah, they pissed off. So only Johnny Beck didn't pop. We would have got Bud Johnny Beck for 3 times. Or Larry would have loved either fight. Yeah, a diamonds for undisputed. It'd have been crazy to see Bud go for undisputed again. It would have been crazy to see. But what Ryan need to focus on, I think, moving forward though, is making sure that he make one of the fights for him. And we're gonna speak on that tomorrow, being that is later in the stream. We're gonna talk about that because him and Devin, man, I don't know what the hell they got going on, but they ruining it. So, man, I just briefly, more news about this. I'm hearing that this fight might be finished and over with Rolly and Devin, and the same thing might be for the Ryan and Devin fight. And that's a whole conversation we're gonna have to have, man. We're gonna have to have that combo. Everybody in the building, hit the like button, man. Hit the like button. And one of the last things I was gonna bring up today. I saved it for last because I ain't want to really put no real emphasis on it. I mean, we all seen the tape, and I was gonna play it, but I don't want to. I changed my mind. I don't want to. You seen it come out. Look, I didn't know that it was a tape that existed with Tank and the female out there. I mean, I'm pretty sure everybody's seen it, so I don't gotta play it, but I ain't really want to put no real focus on this. I hate to see it. Why? Because you hate that it was ever a tape out there showing what it showed. Another reason we here for boxing. We just want to see these dudes box. I don't try to be into their personal lives and stuff like that. But only thing I can say is what I've always been saying. Tank, you got to make smarter decisions. You got to tighten up. You're worth a lot of money. Pretty sure a lot of people depend on you. If it was a regular old Joe Schmo that did that, maybe they get away with it. It's messed up regardless. Let's be clear about that. But if it's somebody without that notoriety that does something like that, it doesn't make the news. That doesn't cost them $40 or $50 million. So you're not a regular civilian. You can't move like one. You get me? You worth too much money. It's nothing is ever worth your freedom or your ability to be a father and feed your kids, right? So smarter decisions got to be made. Cooler heads got to prevail. Got to keep the emotions. Got to have more self-control than that, and just be smarter when it comes to dealing with those type of situations. Understand that there's a still ongoing myth that boxers' hands are registered, right? So just you being a fighter alone is going to look bad. A professional fighter grabbing a defensive woman, it's never going to be a good look for you. It's never going to be no real justification as to why you did it. So it's unfortunate that that tape came out at the time that it did. Like, look, I heard it had been out. I didn't see it. I wasn't searching for it, but I didn't see it. I thought it would have came to the forefront and people would have been talking about it, but I guess not. But just to see it is disappointing because the conversation was shifting about Tank from that personal situation to like back to boxing where we needed to be, right? You started hearing about him possibly coming back, rematch with Pitbull Cruz, an effort to get the Lamont Roach rematch as well. Right now, I'm hearing that all of that is down the drain. The tape is out. I'm hearing that they don't got no real time frame as to when they're gonna be having Tank back. They don't have no proposed date or none of that stuff. So all the Pitbull Cruz rematch, Lamont Roach rematch, all that stuff gotta kind of get put on the back burner. It's at a standstill, and he got more legal shit to deal with. I thought it was over. I seen the reports. I seen people making different videos and stuff talking about charges was dropped and all. I don't know what all that stuff was about, but I try not to get into it too much, but like I said, ultimately, I seen that tape for the first time yesterday. It was crazy to see. It wasn't as bad as what people say. It's still bad regardless of what, but it just wasn't what people made it seem like it was, but some of it was accurate, right? But yeah, man, you just prayers for the situation, man. I hope they work that out. And I will hope that Tank from this point forward and never find himself in a situation like that again. I hope the next time that I'm speaking about him, it's in a boxing capacity with him getting back in the ring and who he gonna fight. You know what I mean? Shout out to the ladies, man. I know the ladies hate to see stuff like that. That's why I say it ain't even worth me playing and really trying to spend too much time on it. Y'all seen what it is. We know what it is. It was a lot of people out there saying it wasn't no tape. They were saying Jake Paul was lying. He needed to get sued because, for defamation and all that. And I'm just like, bro ain't never lie. This shit was out there. So it's all about Tank understanding who he is as a man and the position he's in as a fighter. You touching anybody. I mean, you could grab a dude up, and because they don't box and you do, it's going to be looked at as you a bully, right? So it's no situation with no physical altercation outside the ring where it's going to be really acceptable. It's always going to be somebody to say something. Definitely with a woman, there's better ways to handle shit. I'm pretty sure he knows that just as well as anybody else. And I hope he could learn from the mistake and move forward, man. Hope it don't define him or this don't be the defining point of his career. I hope this is just something that had to happen, that he had to kind of get through, figure out, and work past it, and he can get back to boxing, because I do think he got some prime years left potentially. Is he 30, 31 years old? I think he got some prime years left for sure. It's just up to him what he gonna do with him if he can get the legal stuff out of his you know, out of his backyard and just fully focus on boxing. But for me, I think it's shit bigger than boxing. I think he's told us that so many times, talking about the therapy and stuff like that. I just want to see him win in life, not just in the ring. I don't like to see people getting cased up, having to fight legal battles, domestic violence. All that stuff is messy, is nasty, is unnecessary, and it's always negative. It's never no good to come out of it. So, you know, shout out to boxing, but I hope Tank take whatever time he need to get his mind right. So if he does decide to come back to boxing, he 100% focused and ready to beat ass like we know him to do, right? It's just hard to hear the conversation not be about boxing and be about domestic issues or legal issues. I'm just not a fan of that stuff. So, you know, I hope that all parties involved are able to come to a common ground and just go their separate ways if need be, and he just can move on, hopefully. You know what I'm saying? But you got to be careful moving forward because, you know, they want nothing more than to have him cased up and in a position where he can't provide, feed himself, and he behind bars from BS, something that's avoidable. So, Tank, you know better than others, man. Tighten up, smarten up, and be very cautious at your inner circle, you know? Yeah, man. Hope she can heal from it, and I hope he can learn from it. That's a fact, bro. I hope they can both resume their lives and just, you know, going about their, you know what I'm saying? Going about their day, man. Going about their careers or whatever, man. But that's one of the last things I wanted to touch on today, man. You know, we love our boxing, man. We love to see our boxers doing them things, but when stuff like this come out, there's nothing wrong with holding somebody accountable without, you know, disrespecting everything he stands for. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that man probably going through enough. I ain't got to pile on. You know what wrong is, and I hope moving forward that we'd never hear or see about a situation like this pertaining to him or any other man or especially in boxing ever. So hopefully they get past it, you know, and we can start getting back to the real conversations, boxing and rematches and what big fights. And I want to hear his fans back talking shit about who he going to knock out and stuff like that. Those are the conversations I'm here for. I'm not really a fan of the personal situations, you know, so it is what it is. That's why I just said, damn, Tank. You know what I'm saying? Come on, Tank. Tighten up, man. You know what I mean? You know they watching you. You can't afford to make them kind of mistakes, man. That's for that simple mistake possibly cost you $40 to $50 million. And I know without knowing you in your mind, you know that it wasn't worth it. You know what I'm saying? So better luck next time, better decisions next time. You know what I'm saying? But man, speaking about Fundora, man, who is seemingly becoming or looking like the man to beat at 54. It's a lot of people that feel that way.
Do you think Boots stops Zayas?
No. I don't know how Boots. I don't know if Boots stopping nobody at the high level. I think I'll point him, but I don't think he has. I don't think he's a great finisher. Finishing is an art. I don't think he's a good finisher.
That's interesting, man. I think Boots a great finisher. I've never seen Boots really have somebody like hurt, ready to go, and couldn't finish him. You know what I'm saying? I've never seen that, but to each his own. Bernie's a boxer, so maybe he looking at it.
Who out there could beat Fundora?
Virgil, Gervonta. I think Xander would have a lot of trouble. I'm going out on a limb. He's number 3 to me. I have Virgil and Boots as the flip-flopping 1 and 2. Zayas 4. That's my top 4 at 54.
2 of those guys are fighting each other.
Yeah.
A tournament.
That's what we want.
And look, man, he got beat once before. He can get beat again. He got flaws, even though he's gotten better. It's just it's become very clear to me that if you're fighting Sebastian Fundora, you gotta have a game plan that you're able to execute. Ain't no just winging it, or you gotta have that kill shot that you're just gonna land and knock him out. Without it, you're gonna get beat. You don't have a game plan, and even with a game plan, you might still get beat. You gotta be able to execute said game plan. So he's not unbeatable. I think him and Boots could be a hell of a fight, a really big fight down the line, and not too far down the line either, especially if Boots is the win against Xander. Boots would challenge him. I just would like to see the matchup. It's a crazy freak matchup, but this is how great 154 is now with that kind of talent in it. So I'm here for it, man. First things first, Xander and Boots June 27th. Fundora just handled Keith Thurman. Pretty sure he's gonna take a little bit of time off and then get right back to it. Let's see what's next. But Fundora is, I think, has become over the last few fights the guy to beat at 54. More over Boots. Obviously, he got titles and more quality wins at the weight class. So yeah, I think it's a fair assumption to say that Fundora is the guy to beat. And is Boots the guy to beat him? We're gonna find out. Yeah, I always looked at Boots as a great finisher. I never thought he lacked anything when it comes to finishing, because I never seen him really have you ready to go and can't finish you, right? I've never seen that. But maybe, I'm pretty sure you asked Bernie here and have an explanation for it. One thing I've learned, Butcher, is always leave room for a conversation, meaning I know whatever we talk about, somebody gonna see it differently. So I would just be willing to hear him out and try to hear where he coming from, what he think he's seeing there, or what he feel like he's seeing from Boots that makes him not a good finisher. I think Boots is a hell of a finisher. I really do. And lastly, man, one last clip that we had played before we get out of here, being that we were speaking of Fundora, man. My boy Jermaine Phillips, shout out to Behind the Hands TV. My boy Jermaine Phillips did a little reenactment of the Keith Thurman fight, man, and that shit just was hilarious. Go to the body until you drop them hands. That's the start. I'm telling you, I beat the body up, man. But it comes with a price, Cameron. Like, going to his body comes with a price. So it's like, are you willing to pay that toll to go to his body? Because he's dangerous, man. So, but you're right. I do think you gotta have a consistent body attack. I think that'll help people get to him. You gotta have power and a good chin, because he will hit you. Yeah, he gonna hit you. Even if he gotta punch you from 3 feet away, bro. Shit, just ask Keith Thurman. Look how Keith Thurman was looking after the fight, in the post fight.
Hey, Meerkat over here.
Who called me a meerkat?
Me, bro.
Okay. How you doing, bro? What's going on
Man,
with
I'm
you?
straight, bro. How are you?
Oh, shit,
Hey.
I'm barely making it.
I see that, man. It's Dominic that's coming to you with Punched Out Media, man.
Punched Out Media?
Yeah.
I never heard of that before.
Man, you look like you had now.
You got jealous?
Man, I'm saying, bro, it's like looking at a beaver bruise boom, bro.
No, I'm 4 times German.
Hey.
I'm 4 times German.
No, what happened out there, bro? What do you mean?
Now, when you say what happened, what you mean?
Man, you know what I mean, bro. You was just sitting there saying how you was going to kick his ass and take names, how you was going to change his name to Thurman Jr. and you going to be Thurman Sr. How you say you going to knock follicles out his head.
So that ain't what happened?
Yeah, it was the opposite.
It was the opposite, so you want to know what happened?
What happened?
He beat the boogers out my goddamn ass. That's what happened.
Man, clearly.
I mean, the little youngster had some shit on him, man. I'm talking about the mother. Hey, listen, beat the follicles out the top of my goddamn head.
Man, you came in the ring like that, man. Don't pick that on him.
You ain't say nothing when everybody else went to Turkey and did it.
Yeah, I did.
You did. Hey, but like I was saying though, little youngster had some shit on. You know what I'm saying? But listen, it ain't even about the fight. Fuck the fight.
What's it about?
It's about my daddy's watch.
Hey, down that cheap watch, daddy.
What you said? Hey, listen.
What's up?
Where that fat, nasty, sour ass referee at, bro? That stopped the fight.
What referee?
You know what referee? Okay, whichever one I just pull up and start choking, that's which one it is.
Oh.
You know the referee who stopped the fight, brother.
Oh, the one you should be giving a Christmas gift to during the holidays?
Well, I'm gonna give him a bar mitzvah gift, so he stopped my goddamn fight when I was just finna go in.
No, he saved your life when you were finna go
Listen
down.
to me. Stop being a tinker and be a tinkerbell.
No.
Did you see after 4 minutes how the crowd got stood up for me?
Then they knew it was over with.
They knew it was over with?
Yeah.
No, I'm gonna tell you, you wanna know what they knew I was gonna do?
What?
Flood his motherfucking ass like a faucet, huh?
Man,
Yeah, it was my turn to get that motherfucker some melatonin, NyQuil, Z-Quil. You see what I'm
It
saying?
was your time to go to that spittle.
No, it wasn't, bro.
Straight up, bro.
Not like you think it was,
You
bro.
losing so much blood right now. Look, you done passed out on the cue.
But listen to what I'm trying to tell you, bro. Listen. What I'm trying to tell you is, if that bitch wanna sit up there and stop the fight, bro, I promise you I was gonna beat some roly-poly juice out that motherfucker. You see what I'm trying to tell you, bro?
No, bro.
Huh?
No, you just projecting, bro.
I'm projecting?
Yeah, you projecting.
Well, let me tell you this, though, bro.
What's up?
Fundora know what he did. Fundora know he can't see a baby picture of me. I was literally beat that shit out.
Hey, Thurman. Hey, bro. Hey, get up. Thurman.
Get up, bro.
You over here
Get off
having
me.
a concussion, bro.
Get the fuck off me. Hit my head on this cheap ass TV. Get up off me, bro.
Like me, bro.
What you do? What you was wiping up on me for like that?
I'm trying to help you, bro.
Shit, I thought you was Fundora.
No, you was scared.
Fundora, but look, like I was saying, though, look.
What's up?
If it weren't for that fat, nasty, sour, fat, funky, sour, fat, funky, nasty ass referee, I'll be 5 times German.
Get the hell out of here, man. How you let the monster on Space Jam kick your ass?
The monsters on Space Jam?
Yeah, bro.
Man, nah, that tall motherfucker, look, he don't even supposed to be in that weight class. That's how I fucking know.
Hey, man, calm your...
Nah, they stop and let women play basketball and beat the shit out of me, bro.
Calm your pit bull ass looking ass down, bro.
I miss Karambi, bro.
Man, what that mean, bro? You like a... Hey, Carissa Shields can beat you, too.
Who?
You.
Hell nah. Beat this shit out of that
bro.
motherfucking Warhol.
Or Pat Poose.
Shit, you Pat Poose? What you want to do, fight?
Yeah. Hey, you don't want it right now.
Shit, I'll beat the shit out of you and Oprah Winfrey. Fuck y'all.
Straight
up, bro. Man, I'm finna go on, bro, because I'm going to tell you, bro, you don't know me like you think you're doing. Fundora know too, bro. I'm 5 times Sherman.
Man, you 4 times, bro.
I'm 5 times Sherman.
Hey, Sherman. Anything else you want to say before we wrap this interview up?
Yeah, bro.
What?
Shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, stuff be hard for me, you see what I'm saying? And my hair coming out like that, you see what I'm saying? It's like, you know, it's like I be depressed a lot. And it's just like a lot of stuff when I went over there before pandemic.
Hey, Sherman.
Somebody need to send this shit to Keith Thurman.
Hey, bro. I knew you had that Carlos Booze and shit on your head, man. Shut up, bro.
You always disrespecting people, bro. I'm 4 times Sherman.
Yeah, hey, man, that's Sherman, man.
Sherman.
Yeah, Sherman got knocked out, too.
All right, cut the game.
Tiger Woods mugshot now.
You ain't say nothing about Akon with that
Man,
fake head.
yeah.
Yeah, I did. He blocked me.
Me too.
That's a blooper at the end, bro. Jeremiah Phillips is a fool, bro. That man is a fool. Shout out to Keith, man. He is a warrior, man. We might have seen the end of an era this past Saturday with Fundora putting hands all on him like that, but he said it ain't over. He said he's coming back. I respect Keith, man. Look, he's a tough guy, man. It was a tall order, literally and figuratively, like to come in off of that kind of inactivity and be the guy that active and has improved as a fighter. You know what I'm saying? He has improved as a fighter. So that shit was always going to be a risk for Keith, but hopefully that's not the last time we see him. Hopefully he could get in there with a more favorable matchup, somebody that's closer to his side so we could really see what Keith made of. Just wasn't able to see what Keith got left. That's just the wrong kind of fight to take at this stage in your career. You know what I'm saying? It's so real. At any point, Fundora going to be dangerous, let alone if you only had 2 fights in 6 years and one of the 2 fights is the current one that you in. So against Fundora. So just a tall task, a tall order always, like figuratively and literally. Like it was going to be a tough task for Keith to get through. But he went out there, he challenged himself at 37 years old. He fought a guy that I know dudes ain't in a rush to get in there with. As old as he is, he went out there and gave it everything. He didn't quit. He finished the fight on his feet. But Fundora had that man crying blood tears. It was looking crazy. So Fundora potentially is the guy to beat at 54. You know what I'm saying? Until him and Boots get in there, it's going to be really hard. It's going to be hard for anybody at 54 to beat him. But if I could see a Gervonta Ennis and Sebastian Fundora fight in 2026 or something like that, get it to me. Yeah, man, Fundora is he got better. He one of them situations where he got better after the loss. He got more discipline behind his jab and sticking to his boxing, and he stopped giving up all his physical advantages and start making you work to get in position, and that's making him a headache to deal with. Make it all that reach 80 inches, and then when you come in close and you go to the body, he can catch you with an uppercut or punch you from 3 feet away. Like it's like really pick your poison, but you got to have a game plan put together for that dude, or you're gonna lose. Yeah, he was. He don't do that no more. Yeah, Blaze. Yeah, he don't do that no more. He don't do that no more. Yeah, shout out to Cameron, man. That's my guy, Jeremiah Phillips, right there. But so we'll see, man. 54 on fire. Xander said he gonna rip out Boots' heart. Boots said he gonna win however he need to. You know, Crawford said he's retired for good, even though they still hating on him. I'm glad he retired. I don't even think he need to come back to boxing. All they're gonna do is hate. And Tank, man, tighten up and get your ass back in that square circle, man. But if you can't, man, go get the therapy you need and make the most out of the money and the career that you and the legacy that you left behind already, you know?
barrage you with the set. Yeah, and he get good leverage on the shots and uppercuts, so it make it hard to deal with, man. But shout out to everybody. Appreciate the love. Hit the like button, y'all. On the way out, sub to the channel, support the grind. Appreciate everybody. Another dope build in the books. We gonna be back tomorrow to build on this boxing. It's a lot more we're gonna talk about that we ain't get to today, but we gonna get to it. Overall, let's see it, man. 2026 has been delivering so far. I mean, I'm enjoying this shit, and I think it's gonna get even better. So let's see, man. Fundora, the final boss at 154 for now, man. He is, bro. He is. He the final boss. Let's see if Boots or Xander is the guy to beat him. I like what Chris Algieri said, how he flip-flopping those guys. So let's see. Man, I think he's beatable, but it's going to take a hell of a game plan and fighter to beat him. Straight like that. So shout out to everybody in the building, man. I appreciate the love. Make sure you hit the like button, sub to the channel, hype the live on the way out. And we going to be back tomorrow to build on this boxing like we always do, man. So with that, much love to everybody in the building. And I'll see everybody tomorrow. Peace.
Representing Brick City, Shakur!
Finding those levels too. Look at that 4-punch combination.
It's a masterclass right now from Shakur Stevenson. That's what you're seeing. A masterclass. And Shakur meeting them with straight left hand.
Oh, there's a knockdown scored with the left hand.
Right now, we're going to give him his just due. Shout out to my brother Just Due.